Not since the horrors of the Black Plague has our land seen such despair. Almost 2 millennia after Sigmar founded the Empire, the realm is fractured and broken. 3 rival factions claim the Imperial Crown: Marienburg, Middenheim, and Reichland. Blur of power brings the armies of men against one another in a seemingly endless tide of battle. An island of peace in a sea of conflict, Mordheim drew wealth such as the city had never seen into its walls. But with its prosperity came the corruption of arrogance and hedonism and greed. The gods could not long abide the outrages of Mordheim's populace. In the heavens, an ill star appeared. A great twin-tailed comet that some priests warned was nothing less than the hammer of Sigmar. They preached tidings of doom and repentance, but their sermons were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival to celebrate the turn of the year was a mockery of the apocalyptic prophecies. It was then that the hammer fell. The fiery comet plowed through the city, gouging a deep crater in the midst of the poor quarter. The wondrous palace of Count Steinhard was broken, the grand amphitheater shattered, the vast great library blighted by a pall of ash. Fire and smoke decimated the populace, but worse awaited the survivors. A malignant corruption that brought with it mutation and madness, the vile taint of chaos. In the shattered city, strange green-black stones were discovered. Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious, fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.
There you go. It's got to be one of the best.
A nice day to die.
One of the best game intros of any game. It's so good. I love it. All right. I was just trying to do like a fancy little thing, but I probably shouldn't bother doing it. That's fine. I'll set that up later. All right. So this is Mordheim. If you haven't played it before, there's a link in the description down below. You can check it out on Steam. It's almost always on special, like for like 90% off, because it's a few years old, this game. So you should be able to get it for like $2. So I pretty much highly recommend it to anybody. It's a great game, even at full price, it's worth it. But you know, for $2, I can pretty much recommend it to anyone who's like, if you like Warhammer, then, which is, you probably must like Warhammer or you wouldn't be here, you know, then you should definitely try out this game. If it's not currently on special on Steam, just wait till it is. Every time they do a Steam sale, pretty much goes on special for 90% off. Or if you want it straight away, get it from Instant Gaming or CD Keys or GOG. One or more of those will have it on discount, and you can get a Steam key, not from GOG, but from Instant Gaming and CD Keys. Just make sure you get the right key for Steam or whatever. So Khorne roleplay, are you going for less mutations? I'm just going for more Khorne. So all right, so we're gonna make a new warband. So yeah, so the base game you can play as Mercs, Sisters, Chaos, or Skaven. There are some DLCs that you can buy to get from the game to get vampires or witch hunters, but you don't need those. If you just want to play the main races, you don't need to buy those DLCs. You can just spend your $2, get it super cheap, and just jump straight in. So we're going to play Chaos. Now, once you've leveled up a few warbands and unlocked some points or whatever in the game, then you'll have the opportunity to start your warbands at rank 5. When you start off at rank 5, you have the max warband size already unlocked, and you have all of the different types of heroes and everything unlocked that you can recruit. When you start from 0, you can only have like a half-sized warband, and not all of the different types of heroes and stuff are available. So, but if you played Mordheim before but you haven't played it for a while and you think about getting back into it, I highly recommend you start from rank 0. I'm totally a convert to this, even though I know you've probably got warbands that have got heaps of reputation unlocked already and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of a waste not continuing to level them up. But the thing is, like, you can't, like, starting a new warband from rank 0 just is its own experience, and it's really fun. Anyway, but if you're getting this for the new game, you won't, if you're buying this game for the first time, you won't have the option to do anything other than start from rank 0, so rank 0 it is. So
I can feel your ambition and your desire. I can see it rising from your tainted flesh, boiling up from your blackened soul.
You look like a Zeech
You
follower.
are not content to merely be. You must know why. That is good. That is as it should be. Many are consumed
Pretty sure we work for
by the power of
Bellicor.
chaos. It is only the select few who aspire to understand. You may call me Murga. I came to this place on behalf of the Purple Hand to discover the change that had been visited upon Mordheim. Do not listen to the Sigmarite fools. It was no judgment of their puny god that descended upon this city. It was the blessing of the dark gods we serve. They see only destruction, their minds yearning for what was and refusing to accept what is. We know better. We see not corruption, but liberation in the touch of our gods. What is chaos if not freedom? Freedom from the tyrannies of flesh and form, of spirit and soul. Escape from the lies we have been told to accept as reality. Since coming here, I have heard the whispers of the Shadow Lord. I have felt his glory surround me until my body was wrapped in his darkness. Behold the change worked upon me. Gaze upon the might of the dweller in the pit. Beside him, even the Purple Hand are but blind children. You have heard the Shadow Lord's call. You have cast aside the chains of morality and mercy, cut all the weakness of doubt from your mind. A greater calling beckons you, to serve the ruinous powers. Gather the Wordstone, return its darkness to the pit. By its malefic energies shall the Shadow Lord grow strong. Kill those who would dare to oppose you. Let them be offerings to Old Night. Glory and horror await you. The wonders and terrors of real truth. Of chaos.
Alright, so we serve the Shadow Lord Bellicor. But, you know, we obviously we've entered into this pact with Bellicor, but we worship Khorne, the blood god. So, yeah. We have to, you know, we have to work with Bellicor to unlock, you know, power and weaponry. But ultimately everything we do is going to be in the service of Khorne. So yeah, with the warband, the chaos warband in the game is kind of just generic, I guess. You can you can sort of set up your guys so that they look like whatever you want. Like there's sort of presets. You can make like a Zeech looking warband or a Khorne looking warband or yeah, undivided. This is like your Khorne, sorry, not Khorne, Nurgle, Khorne, Slaanesh. But yeah, so basically what I'm thinking is we're going to go for a Khorne themed warband. So we're going to focus on heavy melee. No, we're not going to have any archers or any of that crap. Khorne doesn't like archers. And also I think we don't really want to go heavily on magic either. So yeah, so this character, the Magister, is, you normally would build him as a mage probably. So I don't know whether we should either just not have magic at all because Khorne, you know, because Khorne despises wizards and sorcerers as weaklings and cowards essentially. But then again, I feel like if we could get some wizards that would infuse our weapons with dark energy that make it rend our foes apart, then, you know, maybe we could enslave some wizards for that. I don't know. But yeah, well, maybe we can think about that as we go on. But basically the theme is going to be going heavy melee and lots of axes and so forth. yeah, this spell, Weapons of Destruction, it's pretty cool. When you get a mastery on it, it gives you armor bypass 20%, damage 40%, and you can cast it on anyone within 30 meters. So it's like, it's pretty cool, like, because one of the cool things that you can do with Chaos Warband that's sort of, I guess, not unique, but one of their sort of specialties, I guess, is making these like horrendously damaging characters that can just rip things apart, and, you know, and being able to stack different damaging abilities on top of each other. So yeah, so being able to stack Weapons of Destruction, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to go. I want to be all chaosy and all cornate and despise magic. But on the other hand, Weapons of Destruction is pretty cool as well. So I don't know. We'll think about what we're going to do with that. We can get one hero to start with. Do we have any spares? Oh yeah, we've got a few spare slots as well. So eventually all of these will be able to unlock. So at the moment we can only have 1 Lord, 1 hero, and 3 henchmen. Eventually we'll get 5 henchmen, and we'll be able to have 4 heroes plus our Lord. So I was thinking I'm going to get a Khorne, a priest of Khorne. This guy's going to be our Khornate cultist. We can put him in. We don't need to take him into the first mission, but we can have him just to check him out. But yeah, these guys, they can get. Well, you can get a bunch of different skills, but one of the skills they get is that when they basically cast a spell, there's more chance for it to backfire. But only curses with areas will ever be triggered. So blood. So I'm thinking about building this guy as a blood god priest, and there's a spell that they can get, which is Idol of Blood. Summons an idol that targets everyone within a 5-meter radius. Allies near the totem cannot use flee or disengage. They're immune to all alone, and they gain 5 wounds every time they deal melee damage. So, and you can do it mastery, and they gain 10 wounds. So basically, you can cast this, and then all of our warriors will like heal themselves as they fight, which is pretty cool. And also, if he casts a spell and he fails and it backfires, only AoE backfires will happen. So there's a variety of different things that can happen when a spell backfires. One of them is that lightning fucking zaps your dude for 9,999 damage and he gets instantly killed. But this guy's got this special ability that means only area effect ones can trigger. So basically, you can't kill yourself with backfire on this guy. That's his special thing. But the other thing is that the AoE ones, they can affect other people around you, including enemies. So what he can do is run into the middle of a pile of enemies, cast a bunch of spells, and backfire them so that they blow everybody up around him. So yeah, that's like one sort of thing that we could do with him. But yeah, but anyway, But yeah, I just want that was like but yeah, basically the blood idol. Sort of thinking of him instead of being a mage, he's like a Khorne priest, and he just casts the Khorne blood idol to boost our warriors or whatever. Could be a cool thing. But we can take him out we can put him in reserves for now. Now, as far as henchmen's concerned, we've got these guys, these wimpy dudes. They can use cloth, light armor, heavy armor. They can use heavy armor. They use shields, pendants, etc. Blah blah. And they can use great axes. So we could get one of these guys, but throw away this useless bow and give him a great axe instead. However, they've only got a maximum of 10 strength. They've only got a maximum of 12 agility. So they're never going to be like super good at dodging or at fighting. They do have a higher ballistic skill max, but basically these guys they're useless to us. We don't want them in our warband. These guys, now this is what I'm talking about. Max of 15 strength, big damage. And they have 12 weapon skill, but they have max 15 accuracy, so they can get high crit. And they get 12 toughness, so they can wear heavy armor as well. So these guys can be our like main brawlers. So we can get some of these guys. No, not him. This guy. Now the other thing that we can do is if we want to have a Khornate warband, instead of this guy using this crappy staff thing, what we can do is just hire one extra. We'll just hire one extra Dark Soul, and then just get a mace. Yeah, just give him some other weapon and then get his great axe off him, and we can give his great axe to this guy. Now instead of having a Ponzi a mage staff, he's got a sweet axe for Khorne. So yeah, so the cool thing about we can just hire as many Dark Souls as we want and take their axes, so everybody can have great axes. So we'll get a hero. We go for a mutant. He's got 12 max strength, agility 16, so he could be pretty dodgy. They can use heavy armor. They got 15 max weapon skills, so they're pretty good at, like, they could be pretty good tanks and stuff as well as that. But they do get mutations which can change them so that they, you know, may not be as good at whatever you want them to do later on. They've only got 2 leadership to start, and they're not immune to all alone. Whereas these guys, where are they? Oh, are we not able to hire marauders from the start? Crap. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to use either our priest or a mutant. The priests have 3, let's say a starting stat line, 338, 433. The mutant is 4. Ducks. I don't know. I feel like the mutant would probably be better, but I want to get this blood priest going on. So we need another 2-handed axe for him. So we'll get another Dark Soul, so we can grab his axe, and we'll trade our guy back in. Yeah, so there's these marauder kind of warrior, Viking warrior berserker type guys that we can get later on, which are going to fit in really well with our Khorne theme. So we'll get those later, but I do want to eventually get a blood priest happening, so we'll get this guy going on. He would be, we didn't steal the weapon off the guy. So we get his axe, but we haven't got any other weapons to switch, so we'll have to go to the store and buy him a sword. There we go. I'm gonna give this guy a... Oh, wait up. Where'd my axe go? Oh, maybe he can't use an axe. Shit. He can use dagger, axe, dagger, flail, hammer, mace, spear, staff, sword. Oh, okay, cool. So he can't use two-handed axes, but he can use one-handed axes. So later on, once we get the ability to recruit those marauders, they actually have they come with hand axes, so we could actually use them to equip him with hand axes. What axe? Oh, here we go. Fixed. Alright, he's fixed. Glorious. No axes disqualified. No, he's got one-handed axes. He's fine. He's totally fine. Alright. So this is our starting warband. What else do we need to do? Okay, cool. So another thing is the veteran system. So when you first start off, you won't have any veteran points, but there's all these little quests and stuff that you can unlock that basically give you points towards your veteran, unlock veteran points that you can then spend to give yourself little different buffs and stuff. So I'll go through some of my favorite ones that I always go for. So one thing I go for is contact librarian. So every time actually maybe we should go in priority order. So if you just start in the game and you've got your first veteran point, probably the first thing that I would go for is probably scouting. Explorer, right? So Explorer, it reduces the cost of scouts on the mission map by 10% and increases the chance to find the highest quality missions by 10%. So that means you'll be able to find missions that give you higher rewards of loot and higher rewards of wordstone, which is what we're all here for. And you can actually upgrade that once you get a second point, upgrade that to mastery level. That means you can re-roll for more missions, and the missions will give you more loot and stuff. And then my second highest priority would probably be Yeah, so free consumables are cool like later in the campaign. You get, like, another thing too is you get one respec. I think you get one respec every year, like every 365 days or something like that. So you start off with one. So what you can do is choose your points as you go for an early game warband, and then later on, once you get maxed out, you can respec once into sort of late game warband version. But yeah, either way, I would probably take Explorer first, and then I'd probably take Librarian. So like in the late game, you're going to try to get more enchantments so that you can sort of finish off your builds and stuff. It takes a long time to unlock all the enchantments. So at the start, this is not like going to come into, it's not going to be useful anytime soon. But it's sort of cool to start saving up, like start getting those extra enchantments as early as you can, I think. But yeah, and the other one that you don't really need, but I kind of always take it, pretty much always take it early, is Negotiator. Gives you one extra day to fulfill the Wordstone request. So about every 10 days that your the Shadow Lord will ask us to send him a certain amount of Wordstone. Yeah, basically this gives you more days between having to send it to him. If you fail to send him the Wordstone 3 times in a row, then that's it. You lose the campaign. It's game over. You can still keep playing the Warband, but you don't. I think, but you don't progress anymore or something. But yeah, basically you don't want to do that. But it's really easy to avoid that. You don't need that for this. But basically, whenever you got a Wordstone request, you have to send the Wordstone to your main faction, whereas you might be trying to build up a reputation with a different faction. So this just gives you more time to be able to do that, basically. 3 strikes and you're out. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever even gotten a single strike in all of my campaigns, but yeah, apparently it can happen. Yeah, so those are probably my my 3 that I would take for every single warband, no matter what. But then it sort of depends whether you want. So just say I want all my guys to go heavy armor, right? Then I might take armor as apprentice. I'll just say I want lots of shields and helmets. I might take armor as apprentice, right? Like later on in the campaign, I'm going to have all of my gear already. I'm going to already have all my gear, so I won't need this anymore, right? So you wouldn't really bother with this, right? But yeah, so that's what I was saying with the respec. You might, like, if you want to have all your dudes be heavy armor with great swords or something, then you might go heavy armor and you might go weaponsmith to get great weapons. But yeah, then you could respec out of that later on. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to really worry about that. Because I think we'll get all the weapons we need just from looting and stuff like that. Early game, sort of early mid game, I guess. One good thing is being able to recruit already leveled up heroes, especially with chaos. So one that would be, and another thing too is gold. In the late game, you don't really need gold anymore. You're going to be super rich once you've got an established build, probably. So, but in the early game, gold is like really important. So again, with the respec and everything. So I think one thing I might do is early game, I'll go for this one, Renowned. Reduce the cost of hiring warriors by 20% when it's mastery. So we'll take that. Because we're going to want to hire higher level guys. I probably shouldn't explain too much because it's like as you go on in the campaign, like otherwise I'll just sit here explaining stuff for hours and we'll never get to actually play, you know. But anyway, yeah, that's going to help us a lot, getting cheaper hiring higher level warriors. Like all the guys are hired at the moment are all level 0, but later on you'll get an opportunity to hire guys that are already like rank 6 or rank 7 or whatever, which is really good because you can see what mutations they get. So I think you get a mutation at level 5, level 7, when do you get the mutations? Level 3, level 5 and level 7 or something like that. So if you can hire level 7 guys, they already have their all 3 of their mutations. So that's really good because you could be building a guy up and then he gets the wrong mutation that ruins your entire build. So yeah, being able to hire higher level guys is really good for chaos, especially. There is no victory in Mordheim. That is correct. What else have we got going on? Reduces upkeep. Yeah, I don't think upkeep doesn't really cost you that much. Free armorer. Yeah, I mean, one-handed weapons and stuff, I guess. Free helmets and shields. Yeah. I guess our guys, I guess helmet and shields are kind of, well, helmets are kind of good, I guess. Because, so you can't loot armor or shields. You can loot shield. You can't loot armor or helmets from your enemies. So, it can be quite helpful to get, maybe get some early free armor and helmets. Especially because we're going to be pretty heavy melee warband with a lot of armor. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll go armor's apprentice and I'll go armorer. And we'll try and get some armor. Some of the mutations make it so that you can't wear armor as well, which is another thing that screws you up when you're playing as Chaos, but such is life. Got any more veteran skills? I think we're done. All right, cool. That's a pretty good setup, I think, for us, because we want to go heavy armor. All right, now we need to personalize our warriors to make them more cornate, of course. Actually, that's something you do is go into the shop and just see if you've got any helmets and pendants are not really that good, but I'll grab a couple of them as well. We've got one heavy armor. Heavy armor is not very good at the start because it slows you down. So if you want to go heavy armor, you should probably just go light armor instead. But once you get some skills, you can actually use them to... once you get some skills, you can use them to fix you up. We don't need any of that stuff. You can use your skills to reduce the penalties that you get from armor. Alright, but we'll try and make our dudes look less lame. Give this guy some light armor, gives him a little bit of damage reduction. Give him a helmet, so it looks a little bit less like a wizard. We can respec change this guy about. Got any more helmets? I don't think we got any more helmets, do we? It's all right. We can change his legs. This one's like a weird bird foot leg. We'll give him armored legs, and his arms. We don't really have any armored arms. Oh, that one's sort of armored. It's got some metal on it. I want to make him look as warrior-ish. Oh, Jesus. It's a big... Oh, that's a tentacle. I was like, look at his bicep. Ooh, I think we go tentacle. That's intimidating, the tentacle arm. It's good. And then we got loincloth. That one looks like a dress. That one's pretty minimalist. Yeah, that one looks pretty good, I guess. Okay. Looks pretty badass. And what else have we got going on? Oh yeah, belt. I don't know, which one was the most cornate? Probably that one. That's like pretty beastie. Alright, nice. And then we can do a preset to make him red. Oh, that looks pretty, that's pretty striking. Alright, let's just leave him with that. Oh, actually, can we change his beard and stuff? Oh, we can give him a beard or no beard. And his head. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Tentacles and looks very corny. That's alright, he can just cut it off if it gets in the way of his combat abilities. He just got a, it's just like a random mutation. Maybe he wasn't favored of Khorne after all. Maybe he follows Khorne, but he just wasn't, Khorne didn't like him. Khorne thought he was unworthy. Okay, Get the heavy armor legs. Give him some heavy armored arms. And maybe he can have a... Oh, yeah. Can we give him a white, like a bone white? No, I think grey might be the... A Slanesh infiltrator. Is there a random? I don't think there's a random. I feel like, yeah, I want like bone white, but there isn't really any bone white. Yeah, I don't know. We'll further manipulate them later on. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if I can. Maybe we can like he can have magic, but he hates himself. He only ever casts that one spell that gives him extra damage, and he hates himself. And he doesn't like wear robes or anything. He still wears heavy armor, so his magic fails all the time. It could be our role play. All right, cool. Yeah, so I think we're ready to embark on our first adventure in Mordheim. Let's do it. So our first mission should be pretty easy. See, it says normal difficulty, normal. Later on you can get ones that are harder difficulty, but I think for the first 2 missions, I think you only have normal missions available. As you get higher rank, you get hard missions and brutal and then deadly missions available as well. There's also a difference in how easy they are by their like setups or whatever. So these cart ones, they've got a secondary objective where you've got to go to their cart, steal the flag off their cart and bring it back to your cart. But you've got to do that before you guys have killed enough of each other for one of your warbands to rout, which almost never happens. Like, I think I've only completed this like once in the entire time I've been playing this game. So if you want to complete the secondary objectives, don't ever choose the cart one. The skull one means you got to kill like 1 or 2 of the enemy players. If you got a full 10-man warband, sometimes you need to kill 3 of them. But for us, it'll only be like 1 or 2. That one's actually not that hard, especially in the early game when you only have to kill 1. But the easiest one usually is Wordstone Rush. You just got to pick up 50% of the Wordstone that's in the map. So you can usually do that almost every time. So if you want to get more experience, more loot, and more gold faster, then pretty much always choose the green ones. That's your priority, would be the green are the best. Skulls are pretty good, they're not too bad. And these ones are really shit. Don't ever choose those ones ideally, kind of thing. What are we going to call the warband? The Khorne dogs? Yeah, that's a good point. We need to actually let's get back to the warband again. We need to name our warband. Servants of the Void. No, that's not it. I wish we could change the banner to make it like more Khorne. Okay, so my thoughts. All right, so I need everyone to put their thinking caps on now. We need some Khorne warband names. So some thoughts I had so far were the Bone Grinders, and the Corpse Grinders, because that's what they called in Necromunda. But yeah, the Corpse Grinders. And oh yeah, so another thing about this, right, is these dudes that are going in here, these aren't like champions of chaos. These aren't like, you know, Archaon and his buddies from the realms of chaos, you know, coming down to destroy the world and stuff. This is like just a bunch of like random miscreant scum, like cultists from the Empire, basically. Like looks like the one priest guy, he looks like an actual Norscan priest, but the others, but he's very skinny though, so I don't know. The others are, yeah, they're all like Empire, like scum basically, that have just decided to worship Khorne in their spare time or whatever. You know, they're riffraff, I don't know. But we're just at the start of our journey. These riffraff could eventually aspire to become, you know, ferocious champions of the blood god, which is what we're going for. Blood guzzlers. Blood guzzlers is not bad. Got a bit of a like a ogre getting drunk vibe thing. Shower of cults. What's the Khorne reference though? Something reavers or butchers. Corpse reavers? Corpse butchers? Blood reavers. We could always like have a name and then like think of a cooler name and change the name later on. That could be the theme. That could be our warbands thing. Like we're always trying to get like a scarier name so the other like Khorne warbands will like think that we're cool and stuff. All right, well, let's come back to that. We'll just call them the corpse grinders for now. The red butchers, so cliche, yeah, true. The carnivores, the bloodthirsters. Oh, how about we start? Oh yeah, I got it. So we've started off we're the corpse grinders guild, right? So we're like just a bunch of merchant dudes that basically our job is that when somebody dies in the settlement, we like grind them up to make them into fertilizer or whatever. You know, poor people and stuff that no one cares about. And you know, sell that fertilizer to, you know, pig farmers or whatever. But you know, we're gonna develop. You know, we're starting off as just the Corpse Grinders Guild, which is apparently a legitimate business in Altdorf or whatever. But formerly in Mordheim, but secretly we're all like, you know, ferocious Khorne cultists. But eventually we'll ascend above, beyond that, and become the Bloody Brotherhood, perhaps. All right, so we've got all our missions. So we've ascertained that the green one is going to be the most lucrative for us, right? It's going to help us propel us towards our glorious fucking destiny. However, the other thing to consider is how safe it is. So this one says both warbands divide into 3 strike teams and disperse. That means we're going to be mixed up between 3 different areas, which is potentially bad. There's only a maximum of 3 or 4 allowed in each area, and we've got 5 dudes. So that means at least one of our dudes is going to be split off in a separate group and probably die. So we don't really want that. Whereas one like... These are all really bad. They're all bad. There's none that are good. This one's not bad, actually. So in this one warband is split up into 3 groups, but the other one deploys tightly around its wagon. So that means if we were the one who was lucky enough to be defending and be tightly around their wagon, we'll all be together and they'll be split up, so we'll have an advantage. But even if we are the one that's split up in the 3 groups, at least we know that they're all going to be around their wagon, so we could potentially get our guys together in time and we know sort of where they are, you know. So that one's out. If I had to choose the safest one out of all these, then I'd probably choose that one. I reckon that one would be the safest one. But yeah, just for a bit of excitement, we'll choose this one. Although actually what I'll do is, so yeah, so normally I always choose launch mission, which means that you guys just randomly get scattered around in all of the start positions, and it's much more dangerous. But if you do launch and deploy, you actually get to choose specifically where you guys are placed. So if you're just starting out and you don't want your dudes to die, then choose launch and deploy. So I'll do that now so we can demonstrate it.
Is fragmented into small patrols, possibly to try and slip past your own warband and escape with some wordstone. Aware of these patrols, you quickly dispatch your own forces in small groups to intercept them and prevent any enemies from leaving the area without a fight.
All right. So, first thing we have to do is place all of our dudes. Oh, how badass does that dude look? This guy's my favorite. Look at that arm of power. Look at that massive bicep he's got. That tentacle gives his mighty right arm the power of Khorne. It's a power tentacle. Okay, so yeah, so instead of and just be randomly placed, we can actually move them around and place them wherever we want. You can also press the middle mouse button to get an overview of the map to see where everything is. Now this is what I was talking about. This is all of the wordstones placed in one area, so that makes it really good for us. Everyone runs over here and we get all the wordstone. That's the plan, right? Now the problem with this map is that yeah, we have to split our guys between this spot, and that spot. He has 2 tentacles and is Slaanesh scum in my... It's not only Slaanesh that has tentacles. Tentacles are just a general Slaanesh-y thing, you know? I feel like he's not as favored by Khorne as others, but you know, he's still like, he could still follow with Khorne, you know? Like, people have free will, you know? It's not just like a tentacle determines your whole destiny. Jesus. Alright, yeah, so, I mean... This one's closer to get to the wordstone, whereas they're obviously going to be a lot closer to be able to get to it. But yeah, I think maybe it's more important that we stick together. So I'm going to put this guy up here. Put him there. Put him there. Put him there. And we've got one guy that's randomly by himself. So yeah, so I'm just gonna play this one safe. Basically, we're gonna play this as safe as we can. So he's going to go here. He's going to run away and try and rejoin our buddies. I think I'm far enough away they won't be able to hit me in the first turn because it... Oh! Wait, this is a mixed up one, isn't it? Pretty unfair. Like, their warband starts there and it's right there. My warband's fucking way the fuck over here. That's right. Where should we put this guy? I'm trying to think of the safest place for him. Basically, this guy's fucked, right? He's gonna probably get caught out by himself and die. There's not really much we can do about it. But it's all right. I'll talk about maybe later on. I'll talk a bit about yeah. Press the middle mouse button to get the top-down view. Oh, a cool way to play this as well, if you want to have extra excitement, if you're an experienced player, is no top-down view ever. So you always play it in third-person view. Makes it heaps more exciting and fucking scary. But it's kind of cool. I wish there was a way that you could disable the top-down view to play that mode, because it's like, I don't know, it'd be better if you literally couldn't go into top-down mode at all, rather than just optionally, you know, rather than choosing not to. I've got my microphone in a different spot today. Hopefully it's, you know, pretty good. Sounds okay. Oh yeah, lots of axes. Look at these arms. They're not very cornate arms. So look at this guy. Look at that arm of power. This guy's rocking the Khorne power. In the early game, everyone's expendable. Yeah, I guess everyone's expendable, but what I would like to see out of this is I'm going to try to feed all the XP into this guy and also my leader, and I'm not going to care about the other 3 guys. The other 3 guys are just there to sacrifice their lives to keep this guy's journey to become an ultimate Chaos Chad on the straight and narrow. Now, what we can do is, since our movement almost exactly goes there, we can just go over here and we can worship at our shrine of Khorne, and that'll give us a special boon that makes it so that we can pick up wordstone, and we can fight without getting all alone checks, or with a buff to our all alone checks. You can see it down there, 25% resist and all alone. As we level up our as we level up our warband, those buffs actually get stronger. I think on my other warband they give plus 50%, if I remember correctly. All right, let's try and go down here. Now, if we go down far enough, we probably will see some enemies. So I think both of us will split into 3 groups. So they're going to be they might be interspersed, like they might have some units there, but they may not as well. Alright, I'm going to go into ambush stance. Look at that arm of power. It's alright. This guy's like the Demon Prince. He can just change his mutations whenever he wants. I gotta say, I'm quite impressed with his look. These guys, I feel like we need to work a bit harder at making these guys more individual and cornate. Because we're gonna have 5 of them, so they need to all kind of have their own identities. Yeah, so we want to keep everybody tight, in a tight group. I'll send this guy out front, so that if anyone's gonna get dead, it can be him. Actually, I'll just put him, I won't put him in ambush stance. See, I've only got a 60% chance to successfully cast Weapons of Destruction at the moment. Because this guy's, he's not really devoted to the art of wizardry. He's more interested in just murdering people for Khorne. Gift of Savagery, Khorne has entered me. He got plus 15% melee damage because of that. Normally when you step on a trap, something bad happens to you, you get poisoned or whatever. But in this case, Khorne infused me with his glory. Alright, since we can't see any enemies here, I reckon maybe the AI hasn't set anybody up here. So I'm going to try and run this guy back up to join up with us so he doesn't die. Just in case, I don't think there's going to be anyone there, but just in case, I'm just going to set this guy up back in here. For RP reasons, I developed a Possessed into my leader and built him up like a mini Spawn. He was no great unit, but he had a lot of heart. Yeah, I kind of want to do that as well, Michael. But yeah, the Spawn, I feel like they're kind of shit though, eh? Not the Spawn, sorry, the Possessed. They look cool though. They look very cornate. I think we should definitely get one at some point, but I don't know. Alright, now this guy... So if we run forward, so I think we're up against the Sisters of Sigmar. That's their wagon over there. I can't see any enemies. Oh, wait up, here we go. They've already made it to the Wordstone. They've already made it to the Wordstone pile, and they're stealing our loot. All right, we'll see if I can get this guy somewhat close to my other guys. These guys are pretty cool. I'm gonna make him into little mini Chaos Warriors. Eventually, give him like heavy armor and shields, maybe. See, I reckon he's gonna get killed. I reckon they're gonna get him, isolate him, and kill him. I should have set up in the first spot. I set up; it was further away. That's right. I mean, he's only level 1 or level 0 or whatever, so it doesn't really matter.
A new round has started.
All right, let's see how we go. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that as well, Michael. Yeah, maybe. Do you reckon a Possessed would be a more cornate leader? Did you build him with 15 agility and max dodge, or just go for like offense? So I'm quite into giving guys heavy armor, max strength, frenzy, and just making them like damage dealers and just relying on their armor. But the Possessed can't do that, so you have to kind of choose between like agility or strength, really, don't you? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you want him to survive, you need to give him lots of agility and dodge. But then, like, what's the point of him? I built hard, leading into melee resistance and strength. Oh yeah, melee resistance. Oh, so you did go agility. Yeah, so we're playing it very safe. This guy looks cool. I like the 2 axes as well because it makes him like stand like with his chest out, more like beef. He looks more beefy. Yeah, melee resistance is not bad on possessed, I guess, especially because they've got the fear, and the fear kind of stacks with melee resistance, so you get more, you know, extra melee resistance. Oh shit. Okay, what we're gonna do, so she's probably in ambush stance. If you press your middle mouse button and then you look at her, you can see some stuff about him. One thing you see down the bottom, see she's, whoa, why is she, that's weird. So she's got 5 red pills, but for some reason she's only got 1 left. Oh, she cast a spell. Okay, cool. So she's like probably cast a spell that costs 2 red pills, and then she used 2 red pills probably to go into ambush stance. So if I move across this doorway, she'll charge out and smash me. But she's only got a limited amount of movement. She got 6 movement. So I've got 6 movement as well. So you see that, see how far the blue circle goes from me? That's 6 meters. So she can charge that range. So if I go, you know, 6 meters over this way, oh, I probably don't even know to go straight. But if I go like 6 meters over this way, oh shit, I did it wrong. Then she probably won't be able to charge me. If say, see if I had to walk directly across that doorway 3 meters away from her, she would have charged me. But because I did this, she won't be able to meet, she can't reach. And then if I go, so I don't want to cut it too fine, but you get the gist. And then I'm going to run up here back to safety of the rest of my posse. I'm not going to go in ambush, just go normal, let them come to me. So what we're trying to do here is sucker her into coming in, because we still haven't spotted any other guys. Like, I know where all 5 of my guys are, but I can only see 1 of hers. So what we ideally want is for her to come down here and just get wrecked by our squad. I'm going to leave him... No. I'm going to leave him... That's right, yeah, we'll go here. That's fine.
A new round has started.
Yes, I think what I'm going to do eventually, so at the start we're going to be playing pretty much like the greatsword thing where everybody's just going to be all offense. Eventually I think what I want to build into is making all my Dark Souls into little Chaos Warriors with heavy armor, shields and axes and helmets. And oosh. He's probably going to get a flogging. Oh no, he's alright. And then have a couple of really heavy damage dealers. So basically the Dark Souls will kind of, you know, be the zone of control, the area control security guys, and then the heroes will be the big damage dealers, which works alright unless you get ambushed, and yeah, but we'll see how we go. So that actually really sucked, that positioning. That's my fault. I shouldn't have put him in ambush like that, but you know, it is what it is. So you see, the problem is we can't get in, like we can't touch her red zone because this guy's covering it. So we're gonna have to go on the inside. So it would have been really great if we could have pulled her into this side of the wall, and then everyone that comes on this side of the wall, we just kill them one by one. But now we've lost the advantage of the wall because we have to go on this side to be able to stack up on her. I could charge, but the charge would use 1 extra red pill, which I don't want to waste. What does Boon of Ruin do? Now you press spacebar to look at your spells and abilities. Boon of Ruin reduces the cost of counterattacks by 1 offense point, increases melee hit chance by 10% when performing a melee attack, inflicts 20 damage on self. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna worry about that. Weird chaos spells. Bam! Double axe to the face, or to the stomach. Boom. It's easy as that. Lord down. Corpses grinded. Flail and shield. Oh, I could use with a shield. Oh, we don't need it. Yeah, that's fine.
Objectives updated.
Alright, cool. I might just bring him... Oh. Actually, yeah, let's just commit to... Who's that? That's the Spirit, so she's going next. I don't know if she's going to come up this far or not, but yeah. All right, let's we'll just bring him back over to the safe side of the wall. Let's just the Superior come over. How close did she come? Okay. Yeah, that really stuffed us up because we can't get through the wall. That matriarch was smarter than she looked. Alright, what we can do here is I can probably pull her in. We'll have to take a charge. But we'll pull her in close to this doorway. And then we'll try and get a bunch of our guys to stack up on her and... okay, so she's in ambush stance. You can see 2 of her red pills are missing. That means she's in ambush stance, but she's got heavy armor on. She's only got 4 movement. That's why you don't really want to go heavy armor at the start, because it's too restrictive on your movement. But yeah, so what that means is I can actually charge her and she won't be able to do her ambush on me. She'll still have enough red pills to counterattack me once, but if I let her charge me, she'd get a free hit, and then she'd be able to counterattack me as well. So I do want to pull her closer because I'm worried that she's not going to be in range for my other guys to be able to hit her. But yeah, I kind of don't want to miss out on the opportunity of charging her and wasting her ambush. I'll just go over on the side a little bit here to make it a more of a direct line. Oh yes! Big crit. 72 damage. This is what I love about like early game with these two-handed weapons. Like the charge does like big damage. Their armor's crap. They've got low health as well, so it's like, yeah, it's all good. Okay, now let's just I'm gonna go as close to the edge. I think we can kill her, so I'm gonna go as close to the edge here as I can. Executed. Nice. Yeah, so whenever you move off your point, it uses 1 blue pill. So I've got 3. I'll move off that uses 1. As soon as you move off, it uses 1. But yeah, so quite often you can actually move a little bit where you're not quite off the pill, but you've actually gotten a bit closer. I'm trying to loot her, right? Go a bit closer. There we go. Now I'm in range of looting her, but I haven't gone off my blue spot. So I still have 3 points. I haven't used any. She didn't pick up any wordstone. Now, I could run over there and try and steal some wordstone. I kind of feel like there's no one else around, but I could be wrong. Alright, well I can't make it there anyway, so I'm just gonna, what's our dodge chance? 30% dodge chance, not too bad. I'm just gonna sit in here in ambush stance. So if anyone tries to like come up and get a maneuver on this guy, we'll be able to intercept them and charge. But because of the corner, I won't charge. I don't want to charge away from my guys. So if I set up the ambush stance here, they could pull me out further away, harder for my guys to reinforce and support me. Whereas if I set up here, I've still got my little ambush happening if they come past there, but I won't get pulled away further away from my guys. This guy's got only got half health, so I'm just gonna hide him in here. No one will be able to get him because if they try and come nearby, my leader will ambush them. Now, yeah. So okay. So just say. So what happened before? Because I didn't place my guys properly. So this guy, I see. If I set up an ambush here, right? Basically, they're gonna have to. It's just on this side of the doorway, right? So they're gonna have to move through the doorway, and then I'm gonna charge in and pin them, right? And then I'll be able to bring in 2 more of my guys and and stack up on them, but they'll block the doorway so no one else will be able to get through. So that's kind of like, that is how you want to set up your ambush if you're trying to hold one side of a wall. Whereas I stuffed up because on the other guy, because I had him set up so he ambushed like too deep, so that I blocked. I basically did that to myself. I pulled myself into the doorway. Jesus, where'd she come from? Are there any differences for making a Khorne warband? Or is it only about the heroes, for example? Oh, hey CH, there's no option to choose like a Khorne warband or whatever. I'm just announcing that I'm devoting myself to Khorne. But classic things for Khorne would be not using ranged weapons, because ranged weapons are for cowards, so we won't be using any bows. Using lots of axes, great two-handed swords, maybe great hammers. We're not really going to be using I suppose any weapons, any weapons okay, but like axes are particularly, sometimes they refer to Khorne as the axe father, so we'll probably have lots of axes. No, it's not a mod. No. We're just playing a Khorne. We're just making our warband devoted to Khorne. Sorry if there's for the confusion. All right, let's smite her with our mighty arm of tentacle power. Take that. Take that again. All right, we got 50% dodge chance. How do you handle Chaos Warband's magic focus as the Khorne Warband? Hey, Michael. Well, yeah, that's what we got to decide, isn't it? I was talking about that before. I don't think that I don't think the Chaos Warband has a magical focus necessarily, but they've got a really good magical options, I guess. Like making your Magister a wizard and doing weapons of destruction is pretty cool. But yeah, that's sort of the question. How do we handle that? Do we want to, the 2 ways I guess I'm considering are basically pure Khorne, purist style Khorne, which is that we don't use magic because magic's for cowards. And my other kind of thought is that maybe we could call on Khorne for blessings or something, like as if we're priests. So it's not like magic, it's like Khorne power infusing us. Warp power or something like that. Hey, Black Blazer. Yeah, Mordheim's awesome. All right, so we got a bunch of wordstone. We still need 5 more pieces in order to complete the objective. I don't know where the enemy is, but yeah. We'll try and get back up. So we need to get back to our boy and rescue him. This guy, yeah, I'll make this guy grab some wordstone as well. Okay, so this is another example of what I was talking about before. So we've got the blue pill there, right? But we can move over here a little bit and grab some wordstone. without moving off the blue pill. But also, when we just did that, that moved the marker slightly. So my blue pill was over here, but now my blue pill dot is actually here. So we can actually move further each time by like doing this, and it resets your marker. It's called, they call it tiptoeing. So you can basically tiptoe around the place to get heaps of extra movement. I don't know if we can make it to one of those other spots over there, maybe? Maybe. Oh, maybe we can make it to that one? Maybe. Alright, let's try it. I'll try and make it to this other wood spot over here. So I haven't picked up, I keep like accessing the loot but not picking it up. So we can scam a little bit extra movement each time. So what I'm trying to do is make it to that spot. So it's too far, obviously. We go back here a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we can make it. Maybe. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So we've like got this.
Objectives updated.
Now I'll try and get back over here. Nice. So yeah, so we managed to like get like basic an extra like 3 meters of movement out of just wiggling around. These bigger ones are worth more. They're worth 5 wordstone, whereas these little fragments are only worth 1.
Objectives updated.
How about what okay, how about what we do is we
Objectives updated.
how about what we do is we don't use any magic for now because we're devoted to Khorne. But I mean, later on, maybe our dudes will be lured by the corruption of power to betray the Axe Father and worship. There's like book-loving Zeichan virtues.
Objectives updated.
All right, we've got 2 blue pills left, so we'll run away as fast as we can. I'm just going to put him inside here, so I think he's pretty safe. I mean, there's a small chance there could be an enemy in here, but I think it's highly unlikely, so he should be pretty safe in there. How are we going? We need 1 more piece of wordstone. All right. I'm just going to literally grab the 1 piece that we need and just hope that we don't lose any more dudes.
Objective completed.
Actually, this one's worth 5. This one over here, so I'll grab this one as well. And we'll just hope that this guy isn't going to get caught out by himself, because I need to run all the way back to save our priest. But but this guy is the furthest exposed, you know, the furthest away from the priest. So yeah, if we all run back towards the priest, this guy's going to be exposed. So blood guzzlers. What about blood gutters? Blood gutter runners. Alright, now we need to get back and rescue the priest. Okay, we almost made it, but we can actually choose by using 1 extra red pillar to attack. Normally it's 2 red pills to do a normal attack, but using 1 extra red pillar to attack, we can actually charge. So we can cover that extra, even though our movement ran out, we can cover that tiny bit of extra movement with the charge. Boom. Priest rescued.
A new round has
Now you
started.
see up in the top left there, it's yeah, their leadership was down to 17. It was underneath their threshold for them to rout. And we got a bunch of extra loot. So they fled basically in terror from the Khorne Warband. So we got some special loot: Crimson Shade, Sigma, Great Hammer, Mandrake Root, and we got some extra Wordstone. We picked up 1 extra Wordstone from the battlefield and 1 extra loot. And we also got a crap ton of XP.
You have proven yourself worthy of the dark blessings of chaos. Each victory you render to the Shadow Lord brings you that.
Silence, wench. We serve not the Shadow Lord. We serve the Axe Father. So we got 2 for surviving the mission. And we got 1 for this guy got 1 for putting an enemy out of action. So that's all we would have. That's all you get by default from the mission. Just two for surviving the mission. And he would have got 1 extra 3 for enemies out of action. But by collecting that Wordstone, we got 3 extra points. And for collecting the Wordstone and winning, we got 4 points. So we basically got more. We got 4 XP for the secondary objective. We only got 2 for completing the mission. So actually, so we actually tripled our XP in that by getting that Wordstone. That's why I was sort of talking about why it's so important to choose the Wordstone rush objectives if you want to level up you guys fast. This guy got an extra 1 for most valuable warrior. I don't know why he was the most valuable warrior. I had to go back and rescue him, but whatever. Okay, so if we had have got a blue weapon, like a blue Sigmarite well, we can't use them actually. If we had have got a blue normal Great Hammer, then that would have been a bit of a game changer, Like it would have meant that one of our dudes was suddenly an elite damage dealer. But unfortunately we weren't lucky. So we got a couple of blue consumable items that we don't give a shit about. Got to pay 25 gold for our to keep our minions happy. And our corpse grind. So we almost made it to rank 1. Once we made it to rank 1, we get +1 henchman slot. So we'll be able to bring in 4 guys instead of 3. Pretty cool. All right. Intelligence gives us more chance to more damage from spells, but we aren't really going to be doing magic or anything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just go no magic. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna eschew the use of magic, at least for now. Maybe he'll betray his oaths later on. We'll see how we go. Strength or toughness? Non-alertness. Has he got a passive skill? Yeah. After dealing melee damage, reduces the cost of the next spell by 1 offense point. Next action must be a spell or the effect is lost. So I kind of like the idea of him like just using, just fighting dudes and then being like, I call on the power of Khorne to infuse into my arm, and then slaughtering stuff but then again, it's like, yeah, it's still kind of magic. So I don't know. Magic disgusts us. We hate magic. All right. So this guy's got really low leadership, only 4 out of 9. So I want to give him more leadership. Also want to give him more strength, gives him more damage and can carry more stuff. Toughness makes him, tougher. He's got really high agility. This guy can be a pretty good melee resist tank. So potentially what we could do is give him like light armor, which means we don't need strength, and just give him heaps of agility so he can dodge really well. I kind of wanted to give him heavy armor, but I don't know. Maybe we could still give him heavy armor. I don't know. We'll see how we go. We'll think about it. He's got, the thing is with the heavy armor, he's got only because this takes up one of his passive slots. So he's only got 4 passive slots. So you take resilient, you want to get crit resistance, right? So we're going to take resilient probably in that slot. And then if we want to go melee, if we want to go full melee resist, we might want to put 9 in alertness just so that we can get awareness, gives you 5 more melee resist. I mean, obviously mastery is better, but whatever. But again, because you've only got 4 slots, you like using 1 for non-mastery awareness, 1 for non-mastery resilient. You know, it's like you kind of want to use them for mastered skills, so they're worth it more. And then there's no like melee resist passive, is there? Well, there's awareness, yeah. But yeah, we could take this one. After receiving melee damage, your resistance increases. Oh yeah, so we want this master level shield specialist, gives you 10% melee resistance, and shield gives you melee resistance as well. You can enchant shields with melee resistance. And what else do you take? So it'd be like a crit, awareness, shield specialist, and what else do you take in the melee resist build? I'm not sure, but anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I kind of want to make him like a tanky sort of dude, maybe, and then have him like drop those, those healing blood shrines, so that all of our dudes can slaughter and heal themselves. These guys don't really need leadership. It's a complete dump stat for them because they always fight to the death. So these guys know what's up, right? They're total purveyors of the Khorne way of life. I'm gonna head towards 9 toughness for them so they can get resilient, crit resistance. We could give them awareness, or we could give them intelligence so they get more movement. I don't know if anyone's got any advice on that, but yeah. Yeah, intelligence gives 9 intelligence gives us knowledge Mordheim, which is quite good. One more movement speed, so you get into the right position. Or 9 alertness could give us awareness, which would be good as well for melee resist. Again, we've only got the 4 slots, so we could go like crit resistance, heavy armor, shield specialist, and awareness if you wanted to just go full tank. That could be cool. Or we could just give them all heavy armor, crit resistance, and give them like 2-handed weapon, frenzy, you know, give them damage dealing skills. You can also not spend the points on anything, and that means that you can just, your rating won't go up. So this guy's rating 69, put his toughness up. Now he's rating, now he's rating 70. So yeah, you can just save rating and make your warband cheaper. All right, cool. We've survived our first mission, our first flawless victory, and we are ready to progress to the next day. You're gonna do 1 mission per day.
A new shipment has been requested.
Okay, this is really cool. So that's what I was talking about with the librarian. We just got a normal quality master formula of piety. Like that, I mean, that particular enchantment is completely fucking useless to me, but like that's like an end game enchantment. Like if I had like a purple helmet or whatever, then, and I was playing Sisters of Sigmar, then you know, then I would enchant that on it, you know. But there's like dozens of different enchantments. It takes ages to unlock all the ones that you want. So yeah, getting this veteran skill of librarian is why I got that. And so that basically that means I'm starting to collect those late game enchantments even right now from day 1, right? So by the time I get to day 50 and I'm like end game, I already have half of my late game enchantments unlocked. So that's why I was saying it's like I always choose librarian as one of the first ones, not because it is of any use to you in the early game, but just because you're starting to collect those enchant recipes. Like this is a recipe, right? It's not a one use thing. Once you got that recipe, you've got it forever. All right. So now we've also unlocked Smuggler's Den. So visit the Smuggler's Den in order to sell the wordstone that we've looted. Now we've got a mission from the Shadow Lord, our master that sent us here. He's requested that we send him 75 wordstone. So we'll do that first. And then after, we've got 13 days to do it. And then after 13 days, we'll have a certain amount of time. I think it's like 10 days or something. Is it 10 days or 5 days? I can't remember how long it is now. I think it's like around 10 days. You got to have around, I think it's around 10 days. Yeah, I think around after this, we have around 10 days before we get another shipment. And we've got a skill that increases that by another 3 days. It's slightly random. So it could be, just say it could be like 10 to 13 days or whatever. But because we've got a skill that makes it +3, it'll be like, you know, 13 to 16 days or whatever between the shipments. And what that means is rather than having pressure to keep sending all of our wordstone to the Shadow Lord, we could send some to the Cutthroat's Den, or we could send some to the Black Pick Settlement for a couple of weeks. And then when we get next, then we'll go back and get another request from him, send it to him, and then we can go back to sending it to the other guys if you want. Or you can just send all of it to your main guy and just pump up your reputation as fast as possible. So whenever you send these, you get money, which is probably really important at this early game. And then you also unlock these, you unlock your way towards these reputation bonuses. And if you're trying to unlock a specific unit, then they're really important. Also, like, you know, when we get here, we get a free rank 7 Magister. We get here, we get a free Chaos Spawn. These are rank 7. The Chaos Spawn especially is really valuable. Also, if you go in these other ones, you can get units from other factions. So we can get Night Runners, Skaven Night Runners. We can get Vampire Count Necromancers. Was a Necromancer fit into a... No, Necromancer doesn't really fit into a Khorne Warband, does it? Yeah, we get Skaven Warp Guard, get Vampire Count Ghouls. I suppose a Ghoul could kind of fit into a Khorne Warband, maybe? No chance of the Necro? Nah, it doesn't really work, does it? Or a Mutant Hero, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, but the other thing that for the late game, it doesn't really matter right now, but when you get to, oh yeah, we get these enchantments unlocked and stuff. So when we get up here, we get master level perforation, leadership, celerity, and iron. And there's other ones in the other thing as well. So we need more than just those, but yeah. But also these training books, toughness, leadership, weapon skill. So some of our characters have only a maximum of 12 weapon skill, so they can't get like, they can't get any higher than that. This book allows you to put your weapon skill up to 15. So this is like makes you make extra special like builds that you can't normally make. So anyway, I won't go on about it anymore, but that's like a bit of an overview of that. And let's probably just jump. We're unharmed, so we can just jump straight back into another mission. Might just try to like personalize these guys up a little bit more. Maybe if we gave them different weapons, that would make them more visually distinct from each other. Oh, yeah, the store didn't get any new items or anything. Every few days, the store will get new items. You can also do... there was one I didn't choose, but there's one you can get that's like a... yeah, this one, every time a merchant gives you a free consumable every day. Again, at the start, it's not really important because you want to keep your space so you can pick up wardstone. But once you get leveled up and you've got high strength guys and you've got heaps of inventory space and everything, it's really good to keep consumables that can power up you guys to make you more successful in combat. Also, this one, merchant, every now and again you get a sale event where basically you have special things that are on sale or whatever. I think you can get like special items as well from the sale event, so I sometimes use this so I can get, you know, more special items. Also, I think certain things will be on, maybe things will be on special, or then we cheaper or something. I think there's different sale events, but they're kind of, it doesn't really make much difference because they're kind of rare and whatever, but yeah, it's just another thing to like get more items and what have you. But there's nothing special from that you can't loot from, like loot from missions or whatever anyway. All right. I feel like these two guys look too similar to each other. Well, I feel like we're limited. Can we can pretty much only use black and red. What other colors can we use? I guess white. We've only got gray though. Yeah, this guy's got a gray shirt. That's what differentiates him from other guys. All right, we've got three different. They're visually distinct now. We got it. All right, we've got two different wordstone ones now. Oh, we got a hard. Okay, cool. Hard ones give you 1 extra XP point, so we can go for that. Brutal. Okay, we got a brutal mission. Okay, the brutal one warband is called exploring the buildings, while the other divides into 3 strike teams. Okay, that's a particularly bad one as well. It's a bad map setup, so like you're more likely to get surrounded and, you know, outnumbered and messed up basically. So like, because it's hard, we'll get 1 extra XP. So instead of getting 2 XP for completing the mission, we'll get 3. But it might be harder to like win, you know, and get the bonus XP from the secondary objective. And the secondary objective is worth 4 XP. So you might want to like not go for the hard one, go for like a normal one. Where you'll only get your basic 2, but you might be more likely to get your 4 bonus XP. Was there a brutal one? No, I thought. Oh, up here. Yeah, so this brutal one. Both warbands divide into 3 strike teams, so it's like it's not really the best. You get 2 extra XP for that one though. Oh yeah, I was gonna say as well, guys, because my internet's not that great, you might find that you're slowly getting lagged behind the stream, so it might be a good idea to just refresh your stream every now and again if you're on your computer, just so that you know you're still live. Yeah, so ones like this where one's divided into 3 strike teams, the other one's scattered randomly, like that's really bad. Whereas one like this one, which is one's scattered but the other one's tightly around their warband, that one's not too bad because at least you know where, you know, one of the like if you're the one that's near your warband, near your wagon, then you're great, you're already all stacked up. And if not, if you're scattered, that's kind of bad, but at least you know that they're all near their wagon, so you know where to stay away from, you know. So that one's like probably one of the safest out of this selection. Whereas this one is, yeah, 3 groups. It's the same setup as last time. 3 groups mixed up. Yeah, but you know, fuck it, let's do it. Now, yeah, like I said, I'll do this launch and deploy. Once, like, to make it more exciting and dangerous, I'd highly recommend you get into the habit of using launch mission, which is where you basically just let the game randomly set your guys up wherever it wants, which makes it much more dangerous. You guys die more often and all that kind of stuff. But that's part of the experience. I'll demonstrate the launch and deploy again for this one. When you first start off, you pretty much want to do launch and deploy every time to make it as safe as possible till you figure out how the game works.
These patrols, you quickly dispatch your own forces in small groups to
I love this dude, he looks cool. I like him. Maybe we should give him 2 swords, that might look even more cool. He'd be like a blade dancer. Blade dancer. Alright. See, so this like, you kind of want all you guys to be together, right? And this slot's got 4 slots, but then you kind of want to be close to the objective as well. So it's like a bit of a catch-22. So I think what we'll do is we'll set up our toughest guys near the objective. So we've got our two heroes and one of our other random guys. And these guys we'll set up as close as we can. So we'll take these 2 slots that are closer. And then hopefully these guys can get up there and we can all meet at the objective. I'll put a little left click to mark the map, and you can see, you'll be able to see a marker when you're in your second, third person view. So yeah, so basically we can set up here, here, or wherever the other fucking spot is. Where's the other spot? There, oh there, right? And then, and basically they're going to be interspersed between us, so they can set up there, like there, or there in between our guys. So, but they probably are, but you know, they may not put any guys here. So if we're lucky, we might be able to run across here. That's what happened last time. All right, let's see how it goes. I feel like this guy's kind of cool. If we just give him heavy armor and he never casts spells, I think we can just, I think Khorne will let it pass. Uh-oh. Who's that guy? Oh, it's Empire. It's an Empire dude. Okay, this guy's got... Oh, wait up. Oh, so he started off with pistols, and then he switched weapons to go sword and shield. He's reaving our loot. Alright. We're gonna have to... He's probably got full 6 movement. You can check him out. Yeah, he's got 6 movement. He's in ambush. He's probably in ambush stance. So he used 1 red pill to change his weapons, and then he used 2 red pills to go into ambush stance. Yep. All right, cool. He's actually going to be pretty decent in melee combat. This guy over here is a ranged guy. He's not very good in melee, so we could try and pin him down in melee and kill him. Sometimes you can like walk around people and yeah, I'm just gonna have to cop it basically. Somebody's gonna have to take a hit from this guy. Alright, fuck it. Let's do it. Actually, I'll make it more direct. We'll go straight at him. So we're gonna have to take a charge from him, but as long as he doesn't crit us, which hopefully he won't. I was running the risk that I was hoping that wasn't gonna be a trap, but it was, oh, it obviously was a trap. Minus 25 dodge parry chance. All right, glorious. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna just delay. I think we could. Wait up. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna delay. So we'll tiptoe forward. So that's the blue spot there. We'll just go back just enough to get rid of it. Yeah, we'll stay there, and we'll use delay. So we'll let the other guys go first. I think going the Khorne War Priest route would be more effective. He's not a great combatant. Well, I was sort of thinking about making him a tank and making him a tanky order priest, order warrior, like he orders the other dudes. So we'll have a couple of guys that are just total beasts, you know, and then he'll buff them, but maybe we'll buff them with order instead of weapons of destruction. All right, we're gonna tank this guy's charge. Try and pull him away. All right, cool. Hopefully we can hit him for more than that. Boom. All right, that's cool. Wasn't too bad, but at least we put that hit points onto him instead of this guy. I kind of want to. Kind of want to loot some of that sweet warpstone, but I'll put the smack down on this guy first. Oh yeah, so this one the mission is not to get. I mean, we always want to get as much warpstone as we can because it gives us money and influence. But the secondary objective is actually to kill two of their specific guys and loot them. One of which is this guy right here. So I'm going to enter right on top of this wordstone, so that after we kill him, we can loot it without moving. Okay, he's got one shard on him, and we'll get his thing that we needed to get for the secondary objective.
Objectives updated.
And we'll also get this cluster. So the shards are worth 1. The fragments are worth 1. The shards are worth 5, and the clusters are worth 15. So that's really valuable. Yeah, you can go order, adrenaline rush, and meditation. You go 15 intelligence, so you get 2 extra red pills. So you get 11 red pills. So you could do like 1 attack. You could do 1 attack plus 3 orders if you wanted to sacrifice some health, or you could do weapons of destruction in 3 orders or something like that. Is weapons of destruction 2 red pills or more? Well, yeah, you could maybe cast a 2 red pill spell or something, you know. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Where's that fucker? He's upstairs in a window, I reckon. Or is that him in the doorway? Maybe he's in the doorway. Where is he? Okay, so one thing you can do is I can see he's not actually there. If there's a question mark, that means that's where he was last spotted, but he's not there at the moment. He's upstairs. There he is. All right. So yeah, that's the other guy we need to kill, the one that's upstairs. So we'll try and get him. So watch your feet, watch your corners. Make sure you're not going to get ambushed. Yeah, at least these guys are together, so if someone does catch them, at least there's 2 of them. But yeah, I think, like, do you reckon an order? Nah, I don't know. See, the weapons of destruction is, like, pretty awesome. Yeah, so we can get some, we can get some... So we pick up some warpstone, but if we... Yeah, we might want to kind of like leave a spot. I'll leave one of his inventory spots spare so that when we kill that archer, we can pick up his trinket so we can get the bonus objective. We can also tiptoe here a little bit to get some more little bit extra movement. So he's in the upstairs window. There'll be a staircase, probably on the right-hand side there. So if we go there, I should be able to get up. Oh, fuck, there's no staircase. How the fuck did he get up there? Crap. How the hell did he get up there? I don't even know how to get to him. What the heck? There's like meant to be a staircase there. I guess maybe, I don't know. How the fuck did you get up there? Climbed? Yeah, I mean, I guess he climbed, but I don't know, like where? Oh, there's a staircase in here. Ah, here we go. Staircase is in here. Wait, this isn't where I parked my Vlad. I don't know what the fuck that means, John, but it's pretty hilarious actually. This isn't where I parked my Vlad. All right, let's open a can of whoop ass on this dude. All right, I'm gonna sneak now. We could just charge straight in, but I'm gonna get around behind him so that we leave room in the doorway for out of our compatriots to get in. If we want to, we want them to join in. Boom! Take some axe. Eat axe. So yeah, it's kind of cool. We're lucky that these two were the first two we ran into because it's pretty... Oh shit, he just did a massive crit on us and knocked us out. That sucks. Because it's pretty likely that once this guy dies, they'll probably rout and that'll be game over. So we want to try to try to loot that trinket from him. Well, yeah, I think, like, the... Oh, here we go. We might be able to get upstairs with this guy and finish things. Potentially. Although, this guy does have parry up, so he might block it. Or he might not block it. He failed. Oh, he had dodge. Alright, whatever. Crap. Okay, cool. So he just bought the farm. Now, we actually, our inventory's full, so I haven't got space to pick this up. But I might actually just forego the warpstone shard, even though it's like valuable, because that way we can get his armband, which gives us that heaps of bonus XP. So I'll take that, and I'll get out of the way just in case they don't. I mean, they're almost certainly going to fail their route test, but just in case they don't, I'll get this guy out of the way so that potentially one of our other minions can come in and do some more looting. So you see in the top left where it's the red, they've got 15 leadership out of, and they need 16. 16 is their threshold. So as soon as the top number goes lower than the bottom number, that's when they potentially can rout. So again, like I don't want to ambush here because they might pull me through the fence. So I'll ambush like here. So they have to come on our side before I'm going to pin them in the doorway. Not that it's going to matter at this time, but you know, just to explain. Yeah, huzzah! So we got another helmet. Glorious.
Your ruthless ambition serves you well. The Shadow Lord will reward you greatly for your skill and loyalty.
So we got 2 perfect missions so far. Got lots of XP. So we got 2 extra XP for underdog bonus that time because it was a brutal mission. Oh yeah, if you take a crit, then you get you can get injuries from getting crit even if you don't die. So that's why crits are really important. It's really important to not get crit. Also, even if you do die and go down, if you get crit, you get extra injuries from the crits on top of your random injury roll from going down. So yeah, so crits are really bad. So I usually prioritize taking resilient, gives you 10% crit resistance. Also, every point in toughness reduces your chance to get crit as well.
Outstanding. Remarkable.
You got most valuable warrior twice, both times. Surely, Khorne is surely he's Khorne's chosen.
The gods are with you. The gods are with you. Your warband is getting stronger.
Nice. So yeah, see our idle buff's gone up now. Instead of 25-25, it's now 30-25. And we've got 1 more henchman, so we can hire another bloodthirsty berserker into our band. Got to pay got to pay wound cost treatment for our injured guy. So that one wasn't actually perfect because now we've got an injured guy that we can't use in our next battle, so that sucks. You can skip days if you want. If you want to just wait till your other guy comes back in, you can just skip a day. But, you know, I don't really usually don't ever skip days if I can help it. Oh yeah, so this guy's leveled up to the point where he can get a skill up now. So we go in here. I'm gonna go weapon skill. Actually, yeah. So check in here and check what skills that you want to get. I don't think there's anything that we really want to get for him at this point. Actually, can he get Frenzy? I don't know if he can get Frenzy, can he? Frenzy 9 toughness. Oh, you could get Frenzy. I kind of want to give everyone... Actually, that's another thing. All right, maybe we should make that a rule. That like everyone in the warband has to have Frenzy. Because it's just like a Khorne thing. Oh, maybe not everyone, but yeah, we should get a lot of Frenzy. This guy can't do much damage anyway. He doesn't have very high strength, so, you know, he's never... So 10 strength gives you 30% extra damage, whereas 20 strength gives you 60% extra damage. So guys that can get up to... no one can really get up to... Not many people can get up to 20 strength, but yeah, if like 15... say 45% extra damage. It's quite a lot more than this guy's going to be able to be capable of. But still, we could give him a book. They're getting strength up to 13. And Frenzy gives you 30% extra damage, so it's pretty solid. But I don't know, I kind of was thinking about making him a tank. So he's got pretty high agility. So it can make him like a parry tank. Like a shield tank, or like make him a resist tank, yeah. Melee resist tank. Because yeah, I could get 15 alertness, so we could go, yeah, we get 15 alertness and get awareness mastery. Gives you 10% melee resist. Give him shield spec, heavy armor, and max out his agility. I don't know. I feel like it's not very cornate though, you know? I feel like we should always put every point into strength. Just because it's dumb and cornate. We should only be able to put points in other things after the strength is maxed. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I would like to, I kind of wouldn't mind making this guy a melee resist tank, but I feel like it's not very cornate. But yeah, he doesn't really have the stats for, you know, to be a real monster. Intriguing. Yeah, I don't think there's any skills that we can, so you need a certain amount of stat points to get different skills. I don't think there's any skills that we can really, if you think about it, bloodlet as a melee tanks, I guess so. Yeah, frenzy is the only skill we can get. I don't want to take frenzy on everybody and just make them all frenzy berserkers. Khorne doesn't require as berserkers, just warriors. There's nothing wrong with heavy plate resist tanks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright, fuck it. Frenzy. Maybe we'll make, actually, how about this? Maybe later on we'll make a different character that'll be a spellcaster or something like that. Maybe later on we'll make a guy who'll be an order leader. But right now we're all gonna be just full devotees of Khorne. Berserker. And we need more strength. Actually, no, we don't need strength. We need... Actually, yeah, we do need strength, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I need to think about this, I think. Might give him 1 point in leadership. Give him 2 points in leadership so he can be more brave. I mean, look, all these dudes are going to die anyway, so it's not even, it's probably, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, he needs more leadership. These guys rout a lot at the start. Yeah, I don't know about this guy as well. Like, he could go 12, he could go 12 strength and go heavy armor. I'll just level up his melee skills for now. So yeah, intelligence is also stun resistance. So it's yeah. It's not like he's a massive nerd or anything. It's you could also, yeah, intelligence in this case is not actually like book smarts or anything. It's just their ability to like take headbutts. So it's fine. It's still cornate. This guy needs a 2-handed weapon. Great axe, that's what he needs. Glorious. And he's got frenzy, but he's going to be back in 1 day, so it's fine. And we need another hero in this slot. Should we get a mutant as well? Yeah, we'll get a mutant. And the mutant can use cloth, light, heavy, shield, pendant, blah, blah, blah. Great axe, great hammer, great sword. Okay, so he can use a great axe. That's fine. We need to get a great axe for him though. No, we don't have any great axe. We can hire another. We'll hire another Dark Soul to get another great axe, and then we'll give him some other poxy weapon instead. Oh, we can give this guy 2 swords. That would be kind of cool. Should we give him 2 swords or a great axe or a great axe? We'll give him a great axe. Why not? More cornate. Nice. I'll give him a helmet. It kind of looks slightly less lame than his other non-helmeted form. Alright, glorious. Now we've got 98 wordstone, and we've got this request for 75 from our overlord. Boom. Now, yeah, that doesn't actually do it. We need 2 more points to get over to rank 1. So that's fulfilled the shipment, so that means we won't lose the game or whatever. But we need 2 more to get to rank 1. Once we get to rank 1, basically we'll get like less money for this one, like because these guys are like starved, so they'll start paying more for the wordstone. So I'd probably recommend in the very early game you just focus on gold. So just the best thing honestly is probably just to go for whichever one's going to give you the most money. But if you're like me and you're like, oh, I really want to get to here and get my free chaos spawn or whatever, you might want to like pump everything into the Shadow Lord to get to that as fast as possible. But if you do that, you're going to make a lot less money. And in the early game, and this takes a long time to get all the way to the end, right? Like take like 100 missions or 200 missions, I don't know how many, but a lot. Probably going to take you weeks and weeks to get all the way to the end, right? So in the short term, you probably just go for whatever is going to give you the most money and get yourself set up first. And then once you've got a really good team rolling and whatever, then you can worry about just focusing on one and not making as much money and stuff. That's my advice that I've not followed throughout all the time I've played it, but now I've finally come to that realization that when you start a new warband, probably just go for gold. It's probably the easiest thing. All right. What sort of boots? What sort of boots can we get? Got those ones. I got those ones. I got those ones. This one's pretty cool. And I give him like lopsided arms. And give him like a black chest, maybe. I suppose we can mix in a little bit of other colors as well. We don't have to be all red and black. Maybe we can have like a guy that's got a bit of green on him or whatever. You go for like an overall black and red theme. Alright, I think we're good. Wait, did I already end the day? No, I didn't end the day, did I? It's still day 2. Yeah.
New hired swords are available.
Okay, cool. So we got hired swords. That means that we can hire guys that are already leveled up and they already have equipment and stuff like that. You don't usually get anything too good, but yeah. So we've got a rank 6 lord. So this is what I was meaning. Why you want to go for the cost reduction? You want to get as much money as you can, as fast as you can, and you want to get the cost reduction on these hirings. So I got a special veteran skill that gives me 20% reduction. So this guy would normally cost I don't know, 2,700 or something. And you also check they've got injuries, right? So this guy's not injured. But yeah, if we unlock this guy, we have a rank 6 dude straight away. It's going to be a huge boost to our power. Also, this guy Okay, and this is what I was talking about as well. Why it's particularly important for Khorne, for Chaos Warbands, because this guy's rank 7, so he's all got all 3 of his mutations already unlocked. So he's got Smasher, which is this weapon arm that gives him crit chance +4, and on hit chance to apply decent stun resistance. He's got a stackable stun resist debuff that he can do on people. That's interesting, actually. So if we gave him, it's a left arm. So I don't think he can have your right arm empty. I think if he had that on his right arm, then we can make that his primary weapon, and then we can have an empty hand on his left hand, or have a shield on his other hand, and then he'd be able to do like heaps of one-handed hits and reduce their stun resistance. So that could be kind of cool. And then stun somebody, you know. So he's got Crown of Bones. Gives him, he can't use helmets, but it gives him +5 morale and gives him 50% stun resistance. So it's actually doubly as strong as a normal helmet for stun resist. It's not too bad. It's okay. It's not something I would choose, but yeah. The eye means we can't use any armor. But it gives him 10% crit resistance and +10 initiative for having an eyeball in his chest. So yeah, so I would not buy him. It's kind of crappy mutations, but that's what I mean. You can see what they're already going to have before you can try before you buy, kind of thing, you know. So it's pretty cool. Another uninjured Magister, already level 4. He's almost affordable. We nearly got enough money for him. And we got this guy's level 3. He's only got 1 mutation at level 3. So yeah, I think you get 1 at level 2, 1 at level 5, and 1 at level 7. So you get your first mutation pretty, like you get to level 2 pretty fast. You get your first mutation pretty quick. But yeah, again, I wouldn't choose that one, so we can skip him. We got a rank 5 Dark Soul. He doesn't have any mutations or anything. So what we could do maybe is actually take this guy and make him like our favorite dude now, or whatever. He's rank 4. I'm not sure how many skill points he would have. But yeah, he actually wouldn't be too bad, because we could give him, he's got 6 points in intelligence, so we give him 9 intelligence, and then give him knowledge Mordheim, we give him +1 movement, and then we could give him oh, he doesn't have quite enough points to get resilient. We could probably give him, we could give him armor, proficiency, knowledge Mordheim, and armor efficient knowledge Mordheim, a shield and axe instead of a 2-handed, and yeah, he could actually be pretty cool. I might get him. So you always check injuries, because these are experienced warriors, they sometimes come with injuries. So this guy's going to be a waste of money because he's almost certainly going to die, but you know, I'm just going to go for it. I'm gonna choose to believe. So rank 5, make sure he's got no injuries. Yep. Alright, he's got 4 skill points, so that means we can give him 2 skills, and he'll train them straight away, so he'll be ready to use today. So we won't have to wait for him to train. So yeah, so I'm gonna give him that. I'm going to give him 6 points in intelligence, so I can get knowledge Mordheim skill, and he's already got the 6 points in strength, which he needs for armor proficiency. So we don't need to raise any points there. I'm just going to give him some toughness points. So yeah, so this guy is going to be basically my tank. He's going to give him armor proficient, so you can wear heavy armor. And I'm going to give him an intelligence skill called Knowledge Mordheim. Gives him +1 movement. So basically, he can now wear heavy armor, but he'll still be able to move at his full 6 movement rate. So his movement's 7 normally. Heavy armor reduces by 2, so go into 5. This proficiency in heavy armor reduces the penalty by 1, so go back up to 6. So the same movement speed as everybody else. Also, if you're a spellcaster, make sure you train all your spells as well, spells and skills, because once you leave here, you won't be able to train anything for free. If you've got skill points or spell points left over, you'll have to spend time and money training them. All right, this is our new Chad dude. Maybe we should name him because he's level 5. He's our new hero of the chapter. Give him heavy armor. Oh yeah, he looks pretty beast. He looks like a Khorne bro. Got a sweet helmet. Oh yeah, he looks awesome. And he had Greta's boon in his backpack. We'll take that out so he's got more slots. I'll give him a sword and a shield. Actually, let's give him an axe and a shield. Let's get who's got an axe? Who's got a spare axe? This guy. This guy's he's an exemplar. He's an exemplar of the Khorne way, so we have to give him an axe for sure. What can we do? We can change his arms. We change his chest. Got another model. Oh, no, his chest has only got one model. His legs are heavy armored legs. That looks pretty good. Actually, I'll leave that. It kind of looks the most armored, I guess. Belt. Skulls. I think he just came out. He just came out perfect. Didn't even need to change anything about him. We can try to preset him to red kind of colors. Oh, that white kind of looks pretty cool. He's like the doctor. The doctor's in the house. I wanted red sleeves, but I don't know if we can... Oh, there we go. Oh no, I kind of liked him better before when he was just all in black. Alright, this guy's pretty terrifying. I like it. Alright, we'll get rid of Canar. Put in Rual. Alright, I think we're ready to rock. So we've got a tank, we've got our first little tanky squatty. Got a hard average. Right, so there's no Wordstone Rush. So Wordstone Rush is the easiest one to get the secondary objective and get that extra loot and extra XP. So we lucked out. I mean, we didn't, yeah. Lucked out in Australia means bad luck. I know in America it means good luck, but yeah. But anyway, we were unlucky. That's a deadly mission. What the fuck? So it just goes crazy straight away after. So the first 2 missions, I think the first mission you can only get normal. The second mission you can get hard and brutal, because I think we did a brutal on the second mission, and then the third mission we got deadlies going. So I guess it's open season now. Deadly is pretty bad because they get 45% extra health and 45% extra 45% extra damage that they do as well. So extremely brutal. But yeah, so both warbands are going to deploy around our wagons. So it's pretty safe starting unless we get an ambush, random ambush or something. So I'm just going to do launch mission, so it's a bit faster to get into the game. We don't have to waste time setting up.
These warriors are clustered around their wagon, making them a very attractive target. A new round has started.
So we're not worried about. I'm not going to worry about the secondary objective at all. I'm just all we're trying to do is just survive and win the battle. It's a good setup. Both warbands set up next to their wagon, so all of our guys are right here in a big group. And when we look at the map, we'll see all of their guys are going to be in a big group around their wagon as well. Although they've all moved ahead of us, so they're all going to be wherever. We don't know where they are now. But yeah, it's pretty safe, relatively safe setup. This one. All right. Okay, so they're over there. We're over here. I think we'll try and get some wordstone. So we'll kind of go on a track around this way. So we'll aim for here. Start off with, or put a little marker there to make it easier to navigate. Can't actually see where the marker is at all, but it's fine. Let's see where the marker is now. Go towards the marker. Keep an eye on the guys nice and tight. Pretty overpowered thing to do in Mordheim is just to turtle, like keep all you guys together and let the enemy come to you. It just makes a massive difference. Like if you go towards the enemy, you're at a disadvantage compared to if they're coming towards you. But yeah, if you don't want to just completely not move at all, then the other option is to just try to stay as a really tight group. Oh. Tell me where I'm going. So we're going southeast. If you look in the top left, there's a little compass there. You just face you guys southeast, then you know roughly where you're going. This is our new dude Rual the tanky. He's got some damage reduction. It's very nice.
A new round has started.
Also, because he's a higher level, he's got 4 red pills instead of 3. So with a one-handed weapon and a shield, he can attack twice with a one-handed weapon. And attacking twice with a one-handed weapon will actually do slightly more damage than attacking once with a two-handed weapon. And additionally that, he's got a shield, he can parry, and he's got more melee resistance. So normally when you level up, once you get to once you get your 4th red pill on your henchman, you switch over to one-hander and shield, or one-handed and off empty offhand if you're a dodge character. You don't have to, but it's probably a bit more optimal to do that. Alright, so our next waypoint is, I don't know, I guess there. What? What? Oh, okay, we've got to go around that way. Okay. Fuck. Okay. So, like, what? Where do I have to go? Yeah, he's going to go over there and try and get that wordstone. I'm hoping that we're still going to be far enough away that I'll just make sure this guy doesn't block. You can block your own guys out of doorways and stuff. So if you just make sure you don't block them off completely. Put this guy here, slightly in the doorway, so he's not in the way of anybody. He's kind of blocking the corner there, but it's alright. Oh, I just realized we might not have enough movement. We might not have enough slots to get all the wordstone. Oh yeah, we can also tiptoe here if we want. Get a little bit of extra movement. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'll leave those two for the henchmen to get, because this guy's got more movement, so it'll be easier for him to get to this. Like rather than take these wordstone here, get further over here and get these ones. So he can pick up 2, and the mutant can pick up some as well. This guy can then grab these. I like this guy. I'm gonna thump people. Once you get 5 red pills again, you can go back to a 2-handed weapon because you can attack twice with a 2-handed weapon or twice with a 1-handed weapon. Once you've got, I can pick up 1, but if I go here and pick up one wordstone, I'll be blocking everybody else, and no one else will be able to pick up any. So I won't pick up 1. I'll just leave him here. Again, we're going to ambush him like this, so that only if somebody comes through the door, will they get pinned. They're probably going to be coming from that direction. Yeah. Khorne doesn't mind shields because many of his champions have them.
has
Yeah,
started.
yeah, I think that's fine. I think it's fine to have shields. Yeah. We definitely want to have a few berserkers, but I want to have a few like just, you know, silent, terrifying warriors with full plate armor. Again, these guys aren't champions of chaos and stuff. These are just, you know, riffraff Khorne scum. But hopefully some of them can rise to the top. I wish there was like an iron skin one that gave you like heavy armor without wearing armor or something. But I don't think there is a mutation like that. Uh-oh. Crap. Is this Empire again? Can't see properly. I didn't actually look at the you can, oh no, it's witch hunters. You can tell by the map, you can tell by the by their wagon. This guy's can pick up 3. Actually, maybe we shouldn't worry about the wordstone because we might die. We have 3. I could get 3 red pills from here. I'll just say I went to there. Then I have 3 red pills left. I mean blue pills, sorry. I'll go there. Then I'll go there. And then I could probably still get into combat. Alright, let's oh shit. So yeah, you can get into these type of situations where you you accidentally use up all your movement and you can't get back to where your last blue pill was, because I put the other blue pill like inside that room so I could get extra range. Yeah, so this would have been perfect if I had picked up the wordstone before I came over here, but I didn't, so it is what it is. All right, let's check out these adversaries. So they both got, I think they're both gonna have 6 movement. Yeah. Yeah. So basically I can't outrange them. So they're gonna, when they get in range to charge them, they're gonna charge me. Oh, well, the one that's in melee stance is gonna charge me. I don't want it to be near the wall because then I might not be able to surround him fully. So I want to ideally pull him over here. Hopefully he'll only have 1 attack. This guy's kind of cool, actually. Just like a thug with his helmet. Alright, yeah, we're not going to worry about the wordstone because it gives you, I mean, yeah, it gives you penalties. So it's not always good. Pin this guy down. So at least he can't shoot freely at us anymore. We do have enough movement to grab some of this stuff and get back. Alright, screw it. We'll grab some. This is... No, not that one. This guy's already got a bunch of... He's already got a bunch of wordstone curses on him, so... Alright. I do have frenzy, so I can either. I should have. See, this guy's. Yeah, I can either frenzy for 15% extra damage, or I can charge for 50% extra damage. So I might. Crap, where's that knight? Oh shit. All right. This guy's got more. This guy's easier to hit, so I might go for him. Nice. Alright, hopefully if we can get these two guys out, or if we get one of these down this turn, that would be really good. Which one's got the lowest health? He's got 65, he's got 43. Alright, we'll go for the back guy, try to finish him. If we can get a numerical advantage, that would be super good. Glorious, alright. We're one up on them now. Yeah, he's got nothing special that we really particularly want. Alright, I'm just going to leave him kind of here, partially blocking our leader. Take that wordstone, but it's if we win, we'll probably get like 30% of the stuff that's left on the ground anyway. Alright, so I put this guy here. Hopefully there's no gap in the middle, so these two between them will block the enemy, so they won't be able to get our leader. Didn't get him down, but that's alright. And we'll put this guy in parry stance, so we get 42% chance to block. Not like super reliable, but it's something. Alright, here we go. He's got a big hammer.
A new round
didn't parry that.
Started.
But the heavy armor helped reduce the damage a little bit, hopefully, so. I think I drank elven wine? What the hell does elven wine do? Oh, crap. So all these guys are heavy armor, so they're going to be hard to eliminate quickly. Oh, good. Oh, nice. That was glorious. Okay. Don't think I can get in there, no. Alright. We have nothing. Nothing of value. All right. So they're all stacked up on him. I don't know who's the toughest out of these two, but we'll go for the leader because he'll be the biggest morale penalty. Like if we can drop their leader, then they'll probably rout, hopefully. I don't know if we want to do it in one turn, so we might be able to lose somebody. Probably we'll lose our new high level guy that we just got. Alright. This guy's got full health, so we can potentially let him take a hit or two. So we're going to get a charge. It's only 69% chance to hit. Hopefully, boom, nice. Our leader... Yeah, we don't really want our leader to die, but he does have the more damage potential, so I'm going to put the leader on... the leader on there, leader. That was a good hit. Alright. This dude is gonna try and smash their leader. Okay, we've got a charge. 71% chance to do 52 to 61. But before we do that, we're gonna call on the power of Khorne and go into a berserk frenzy for 15% extra damage. We can actually get master level later that makes 30% extra damage. So it's just basic frenzy though. 15% still 15%. Now our charge does up to 67 damage. Oh, it's not quite enough to kill him. All right. Well, if we don't charge, then we can just walk into battle and do a hit for 2. So we'll do that instead. More reliable damage, and it allows us to have a second attack. All right, cool. We'll drop their leader. They're gonna have to roll route test. 19. Yeah, see, their morale's 19 over 22, so good. See if we can loot anything from them. No, get the loot. Okay, I'll just put this guy at the back so that he doesn't, he's not vulnerable to getting hit. This guy can't actually fit in anywhere to be able to attack the paladin, unfortunately. This is where order leaders come in handy because you can... Oh, beautiful. What? How was that? Where was that gap before? Oh, whatever. I could have charged actually and maybe done more damage, but I missed anyway, so I guess I would have missed by a lot more if I charged. Route. Hopefully they failed the route test. Now this guy's quite damaged, but now I've got like 3 or 4 other characters on the paladin as well, so there's less chance. Like he could probably kill me in 2 hits, but he's unlikely to throw both hits into the same character now that there's so many different targets surrounding him. Plus we've got a chance to parry. So even if they fail their route test, nah, they failed it. I was gonna say even if they passed their route test, he would have had a good chance to survive. So glory. All right, so we didn't. We only picked up 5 bits of wordstone, and we got another 5 from the battleground victory. Plus, we looted 9 random items as well. So yeah, so I could have looted more stuff, but I didn't want to run the chance of losing, basically.
Each victory you render to the Shadow Lord
or getting more guys injured. So we managed to get out of there with no
destiny.
injuries, so that was good. Worth missing out on a couple of pieces of loot.
Fantastic.
So that was a deadly mission, so I got +3 from the underdog bonus. So it starts to stack up with the XP, you know. We didn't get the secondary objective, but we weren't going for that time. But yeah, the deadly bonus is almost as much. And how do we do for loot? Heap of white crap. We did get another. We got another helmet. The helmets are good. Another white heavy armor. Yeah, we'll probably have to level up level up our warband a bit before we can get to the point where we start getting blues. But yeah, as soon as we get like one blue weapon, it's going to be really cool. We'll have like a heavy damage dealing. We can put that on our best guy and make him start doing lots of damage. Our leader's leveled up again. He's level 2 now. What a monster. So he needs 9 toughness to get frenzy level 2. You probably don't really want to spend too much money on training at the start, because you want to save your money to get those high level hired swords. So yeah, so every time you train a skill, like, so for this guy, we potentially, like, just say we wanted to go for frenzy, upgraded frenzy, that's 300 gold. Don't even have the money. But yeah, so maybe I shouldn't have even trained frenzy. But yeah, potentially I'd like to get heavy armor proficiency for him. That's 200 gold, you know. So yeah, so I think in the early game it's actually quite good to just not worry about any skills and just save your money and try to make as much money as you can from your wordstone things. Like, and yeah, like what I was talking about before. So we're currently at 98, right? So if we just send a shipment with 2 fragments.
You are getting noticed.
Now we're at reputation 1, so we've unlocked this. We've got 3 etheric focuses that'll be in our inventory now. And we've got 1 additional day to fulfill wordstone requests. So instead of 13 days, we have 14 days now or whatever. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so now we get like the bonus. We get minus 10%. We get paid for these ones. We get plus 20% for these ones. So if you want to make as much money as you can, yeah, basically send it. Just go to whoever. Just rotate it around and give it to whoever's going to give you the most money, basically. And then that's going to help you have that spare cash ready, so that if a really good hired sword comes up, then you've got the money to get him. It's just, yeah, that's probably the best way of explaining it. The reason money's super important, especially for chaos, because you never know what combination of mutations that you're going to get on these mutants. And if you get the perfect combination of the best 3 possible mutations that you could ever get, like, you may never see that again. Like, you know, like, that might be the one time, you know, like in the whole rest of the time that you play the game, you may never see those three combination of mutations again. So you don't want to be like, you know, have like weeks pass or whatever with you not being able to save up enough money to buy it, and then the dude goes and you don't get him, you know. So in short, we won't be spending any more money on skills for now. Alright, all our dudes are doing pretty good.
A new challenge is in sight.
So there's these storyline missions that pop up throughout the game as well. So now I got this Shadows in Sanctuary. The demands from the pit are simple: defile the temple and drag it down into darkness that has claimed Mordheim. There you go. All right, we'll do one more mission. I'm getting pretty tired, but I reckon I can squeeze in one more. It is pretty expensive, like searching for all these missions at the start, because the loot that we get from the missions is worth fuck all. It's all white crap that you don't even bother picking up, and we don't get as much wordstone from the missions as well. But and this costs a fair bit to send the scouts. You know, I'm spending like, what am I spending, like 40 gold a day or 50 gold a day or something on scouts just to check out all the different missions. So later on in the campaign where the rewards are higher, it's a lot more, it's not a big deal spending the money on the scouts. But at the start as well, if you want to save money, if one of the missions that pops up at the start, you like it, then just take that. Don't just spend all your money on scouts every single day. You don't need to do that. Yes, this one was one, like I was saying, is not too bad because it says one warband deploys tightly around its wagon, the other divides into 3 strike teams. So if you're tightly around your wagon, that's good for you. But even if you're split up into 3 groups, at least you know the enemy is going to be tightly around their wagon. So it's not too bad. Wordstone Rush is the easier one to do, but I'd probably be scared to do the Wordstone Rush because it's a deadly mission. This one's brutal. Both warbands deploy tightly, so that one's going to be easier to do the secondary mission because it's a really good setup, and also it's brutal instead of deadly, so it's a bit safer. But we'll do the deadly one anyway, fuck it.
Your scouts reported a secret cache of equipment in the ruins.
It's all about the excitement and the risk of death.
Somehow, an enemy warband has learned of your plan. Worse, they're lying in wait and have deployed patrols to flank your... A new round has started.
Cool, so we got the good setup. Our guys are all near our warband, not all near our start point. Okay, so the wordstone is not all in one group this time. It's spread out. So there's 5 there. And there's 3 there. And there's 6 there. So I think what we'll do is we'll head over here and we'll take those 3 and those 6, and then whatever they like when they come towards us, we'll let them all right, so since we're kind of almost landing exactly on there, I will take the blessing. Worship at the idol of chaos. Hey, this guy doesn't have any red on him. We need to corn him up a bit more. Alright, this guy's got pretty good movement, so we'll try to send him off to grab that first lot of wordstone. Where is it? Oh, it's still further away. That's probably a trap. So I'll just try and dodge around it. Where's this wordstone? Alright, so it's directly up there. Okay. So we gotta climb. Success. Okay, so far so good. Now this is a really dangerous place to be because if they if one of their guys, if a really powerful hero of theirs comes up this ramp and charges into me here, then I'm stuck here. I won't be able to climb back down because I'll be pinned in combat, and none of my buddies will be able to help me. So this is really bad. But, you know, we've got to get that wordstone.
Objectives updated.
I do like the greatswords on these guys as well. They look pretty cool.
Objectives updated.
It is all about looking good while doing it as well. Oh, what? Before I had all three... yeah. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We can pick it up next turn. It's just that the wordstone curses that you get for picking up wordstone, they last for 3 turns. So I would have liked to have got that third one this turn as well, so it have them all wearing off at the same time. Yeah, some loot over there, but I'm not going to worry about the loot. We'll just go straight for the wordstone. I should just say warpstone, because it's really hard to say wordstone. It sounds weird. Alright, so he's got a bit of extra movement. That's why I grabbed those ones. Everyone else should just beeline for the next stack. So what I was saying before about how it's really overpowered to turtle and let the enemy come to you. So that's what we're doing at the moment, is we're sort of like running away from the... we're running away from the enemy. So we're kind of like even maximizing it, the turtling even more. Because we're not just letting them come towards us, but we're moving away from them, so they have to come even further towards us to get to us. So there's more chance they're going to get strung out. They're not going to be coordinated when they come at us, and we're going to be able to get a really favorable engagement. It's like if we could set up in here with this wall on this side of the wall, then there's a really good chance we'll be able to feed them into the meat grinder and mess them up. These guys look super cool with no helmet on. I wish that we could have no helmet on them, but there's really no advantage. Like, it's heaps better to have them with helmets on. Well, I mean, I guess no helmet's alright if you want to give them magic resistance. You can give them an amulet and give them magic resistance, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have the stun resistance and the extra armor from the helmet.
A new round has started.
Yeah, so hopefully this guy doesn't get pinned here, separated from his whole warband and get wrecked. But they should be really far away from us. So we started there, and they started there. So they were really far away from us, and we ran directly away from them. So they should be nowhere near us. We should be completely safe, hopefully. Heavy plate is fine for Khorne, but not shields. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. I can dig that. I mean, there are, in Warhammer Total War, they do have Khorne warriors with shields, axes and shields. So I don't know if that's, I don't know if that counts as evidence, but yeah. Like, I feel like Khorne would definitely favor 2 axes or dual axes or 2-handed axes. Maybe we should give our whole army dual axes. Like, just everyone should have dual axes. Fuck. Okay, so if he takes that, he's going to be camped on top of this point, and the other guys won't be able to grab anything. So we won't do that. All right, we'll start getting ready to come back up again and meet on this point. Yeah, I think they're still going to be plenty far away from us. Yeah, I can't see anybody. I think we're still good. Okay, this guy's going to move over here. Gonna pick up a bunch of wordstone.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
Might just intentionally take the less valuable ones. Objectives. This guy, because he's going to have 4 of them, so he's going to have quite a lot of curses on him. potentially. Yeah, you kind of get poisoned when you pick up Wordstone. Not always, but chances are.
Objectives updated.
So he's got -2 movement range. That's real bad. And that's all. So he didn't get too bad. He only got 1 curse. -2 movement range. It is probably the worst possible one that we could get at this point, because the whole point is to try to keep our guys together, but it is what it is. Okay, that guy's going to be able to grab the rest of that Wordstone by himself, so we'll leave him there. And all these guys will get back and start stacking up. Protect the mutant. This guy can pray to Khorne. Many of his champions do have shields. That's true. Don't see anybody there. I'm just going to set up behind here, just so that they can't. If they're like almost in range of me, they won't have enough range to. Like if they're almost in range of me, they won't be able to charge to get across the distance. Oh yeah, this is a mirror match. This is Chaos versus Chaos, by the way. So we're up against a rival, probably a filthy Zeech Warband or something.
Objectives updated.
Alright. Well, this guy's a bit isolated, so we're just gonna make sure. Trying to make sure we don't get caught. Some loot over there, but it's probably just some crappy item, white item that's not worth picking up, so I won't worry about that. Trigger the yeah, if we can get around here without getting ganked, then I think we'll be pretty good. Aha! They've come around behind us. Or beside us, or whatever. Okay, there's a loot here that we're kind of almost directly on top of. So I'll take this one. Yeah, it was not really worth worrying about, but it's alright. And crap. Alright. I want it to be on that side of the wall. This is kind of bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that loot, because, yeah, I could have been on the other side of that wall in safety with all my bros. Now this guy's potentially going to get caught by himself, but hopefully not. Right. Let's go grab these last 2 loots.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated. So
yeah, so with other characters, I don't mind putting pendants on them instead of the heavy armor on the helmets. You have a pendant because the pendant gives you extra leadership for all alone tests. But these guys don't roll all alone tests because they're, you know, psychopaths. So it's sort of kind of feel like it's a waste not putting a helmet on them. But it's unfortunate because they look awesome with no helmet.
A new round has started.
Whereas with the Empire mercs, I kind of feel like there's some validity in taking no helmet because they can actually fail all alone tests. Yeah, that's another reason why these henchies make good tanks, because they never rout. I'm actually feeling kind of good about this warband. All right, we've we've located our first target. Let's rip him a new one. This guy's already taken a little bit of damage, just from warpstone. I might. I could. Yeah, this guy's. I might let the henchman take the damage. So I'm just going to delay this guy here, and we'll let one of the henchmen take the hit and pull him forward. Same with this guy. We'll put him here just to get him out of that doorway. We'll just delay for a second, and then we'll let the henchman take the hit from this guy. These guys look pretty evil. Can't really tell that he's meant to be all red, but yeah. Alright, Orgoloth. Oh, what's the movement on this guy? Has he got heavy armor? Movement 8. Jesus Christ. Okay. He's got a mutation that's giving him extra movement, I'm pretty sure. So we'll pull him forward. Well, I'm glad I didn't take that on. I'm glad I didn't take that on my hero. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, he's got clawed feet, so he's got really long charge range. All right, we'll just cruise in here and give this guy a crit for crit. Take that, dickhead. Boom. All right, this guy's screwed now. Actually, no, I won't. Yeah, I will disengage, I guess. It'll make a little bit more room. So basically, we'll come around here, get into this spot. I don't think we'll need too many more people to kill him, but that's right. Then I'll pop frenzy. Get that 15% extra damage. Not sure if I even need it, but... Oh no! What happened? Oh, I forgot. Crap. I forgot that I forgot that I didn't have all my movement. I didn't look at my blue pills. I just thought, oh yeah, I've got some movement. But I forgot that I'd already wasted some movement by yeah, I forgot that I'd already used some blue pills and then delayed. A dumbass. Could have killed him easily. Alright. I have to leave it all up to Ogion. Get it done. Okay, so it says 71%, minus 10% chance to hit because of charge. It says 71%, but actually because he's stunned, it's always 100%, regardless of what it says. Yeah, how metal do these dudes look? They look so cool with no helmet on. And now I'm tempted to just have them with no helmet on just because they look so metal. I might have just have one of them with no helmet on, just to be my he can be like my favorite dude. put this guy here on a bit of security. Just put him in an ambush there so he'll pin anyone that comes through the door.
A new round has started.
Oh, here we go. I was not expecting him to come from that direction. Fuck. Oh, first casualty. Is that the first time? Yeah, that's the first time anyone's gone down. I think we took a crit. We've taken a crit before, and that and the crits meant that we took an injury, but we didn't actually. Oh yeah, so we can actually move all the way to the edge of this blue ring. So I may as well use it up, I guess. Oh yeah. Beautiful wordstone.
Objective completed.
Alright, we got the secondary, so it's four bonus XP for everybody. Big crit, nice. Yeah, it's cool at the start because you don't have any bonus crit or anything, but they don't have any crit resistance either. And as you get later in the game, they tend to have a lot more toughness and potentially also get resilient with extra crit resistance. Alright, this guy's gonna pop a big charge. Smash. Normally we'd be able to disengage, but these guys can't ever disengage because they're berserkers. I mean, because the guy's dead. Sorry, that's why we can't disengage. Obviously. Some wordstone there. Guy's got nothing in his backpack, so these wordstones are not really worth much, but everything that you pick up, like you get a certain percentage of whatever loot's remaining on the battlefield, depending on how many surviving members of your warband you have. So, yeah, just say we pick up some of the stuff, but there's still 15 items left on the map. We might get 6 of those items. But if we pick up more stuff and there's only 10 things on the map, then we might get 5 of those items. But we'll still get more of the. Yeah, you basically get more of the items that you don't get. Like, you get more of the items that you don't pick up if you pick up more items. That kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. Loot's good, I guess. It's the short version. Alright. Yeah, we've got more enemies coming in. Oh, what we can do, actually, because we're in range of their, wagon, we can actually steal their, their totem, which will make them rout probably. I think it's worth about 15 morale for them. Let's check out what he's got. Yeah, I don't think it really... Different. Some weapons look different for different warbands. So like a hammer might look like a Sigmarite warhammer for the Empire, but it might look like a skull hammer or something for Chaos. So it's kind of cool to check out what the different weapons look like. I'm still going to ambush with this guy because he's probably still our toughest guy. So if we can get him to pick up any incomings, rather than them getting to just choose who they attack, that's probably better for us. Yeah, if we kill one of their guys or we get to that wagon, either way we should be able to win.
A new round has started.
Yeah, this guy's got full inventory. Oh, that's their leader. I don't know if we should go in and kill this guy or if we should run over there. Aha. Alright, I reckon we can probably finish it if we kill this henchman. So I'm gonna... Good old Ogion is gonna take the hit for the team. What's the movement on this guy? Movement 6. Yeah, he's got full movement. All right. Oof. It's rough. All right, hopefully their commander doesn't come and double team this guy. Alright. That's not their commander, is it? No, it's just a random dude. I think we'll still win though if we kill this guy. Can you frenzy? Can you? I think I'm not sure if you can frenzy when you're in combat already. Maybe you can. These axes are pretty effective at axing people in the head. Seem to be getting the job done. Oh. They're just gonna kill that guy. I don't know, maybe we should get one of these dudes. Get one of these brethren dudes. Yeah, he's a brethren. I mean, he might be good as a melee resist tank, and it could be cool just to have a bit of variety. Oh, that's all right. I thought he was going to hit my other guy and kill him.
A new round has started.
Where is he? All right, I think we're good. Okay. More kills is more XP. Let's do what his frenzy on. I'll see if I can get to how much. Fuck, this guy's got no room. I could see if I could make it to their. Nah, I can't make it to their cart anyway. So I'll just try and stack up another guy on this guy. Probably won't be able to kill him, but if we can at least give him a distraction. Okay, we don't need any damage, we just need to hit him. So I won't charge, because the charge gives you minus 10% accuracy. 83%. Well, lucky we didn't charge, I guess. Would have definitely missed. Failed route test, beautiful. Alright, we won. So, yeah, so we managed to pick the treasuries, well, we actually managed to loot during the battle. So we got 15 pieces of wordstone and 48 gold. And then the battleground victory, we got 6 pieces of loot plus 1 wordstone just for free from the battlefield as well. So it was good. And we got 3 white items as our extra rewards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just need to level up the wordstone as last again. One thing is, if you do the secondary objective, I'm pretty sure your warband levels up faster as well. So we can get to that point. Once your warband's higher, we start getting better loot and all that good stuff. So yeah, we get massive XP every time. Like, so, this has been pretty good. In terms of our guys leveling up fast and stuff. So this guy's we got our first permanent injury because this guy got downed. He's got Amok. Suffering violent mental derangement. This warrior will never again disengage or flee from the enemy. The warrior will always fight to the very end. The thing is that this character has a special trait where he never flees from the enemy or disengages and will always fight to the end anyway. So he's got like double Amok now. So that effectively did nothing at all to him. He already had that trait. Yeah, he literally already had that trait. So now he's just got it twice.
Remarkable.
So that was beautiful. Best possible injury we could get. Here we go. This
with you.
So our mutant's just leveled up and he's gotten his first mutation. So it's level 1 that you get your first mutation at apparently. So I thought it was level 2. So it's like, yeah, so level 1 you get your first one. I think you get your second one at level 5 or something, and you get the third one at level 7. I know you get I know now that you get your first one at level 1, and I know you get your third one at level 7, but I can't remember when you get your second one. I wonder if we could tell by looking at their character sheets or something.
New warriors are available for hire.
Oh, cool.
Your warband is getting stronger.
So, yeah, now we've got to rank 2 with the Corpse Grinders Guild. Oh, did that tell us how much XP we earned from the Warband? I missed. I keep forgetting to look at the Warband XP part to see like what gives us XP to the Warband and stuff. I'm pretty sure doing like the decisive victories by completing the secondary objectives gives you bonus XP for your Warband. I'm not sure if deadly missions maybe give you more as well and stuff like that. It's 147. Thanks, Fail Livery. I'll stop giving everybody incorrect information now. It's rank 1, rank 4, and rank 7. Thanks, Fail Livery. Fail Livery? Sorry if I said that wrong. Alright. So, Warband's all paid up. So yeah, so now we've unlocked another hero slot. Now that we're up to rank 2, and we can now hire marauders. Are they called marauders? Marauder. Yeah, marauders. So these are cool, like barbarian berserker looking dudes. They're pretty awesome. So yeah, let's get one. I've got 354 gold. Yeah, we can't afford to buy anything else. Oh man, oh no, he's crap. Oh, we got a new mutant. That one was already there. This one's new. This guy's rank. Is he new? Yeah, no, he is new, isn't he? He's a rank 7. He's got a smasher arm, same one as before. Gives you stun resistance reduction and a savage critical hit chance. Wordstone horns gives you 50% warpstone resistance. On damage received, you get a warp buff that increases melee and range resistance by 5% by 1 turn, stackable. That's actually not bad for a tank, and it looks pretty cool as well. But he can't be a tank because he's got his shield arm has got turned into a club. That's what I mean. The mutations are kind of like random, you know, like that's a really cool one for a tank, but then he can't be a tank because he can't use a shield because he's got a mutant. He's got a mutant bone arm. So yeah, the mutations can be really good, but they can also ruin whatever build it is that you're trying to do. So yes, let's get a marauder into our warband. Oh, and also our rank 1 priest is back in action again. Do you want heavy armor for a mutant? I don't know, maybe. Most people do their mutants. I think they like to do their mutants as bow users with like extra movement and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they got 12 strength. That's not too bad. Got good agility. If you could get yeah, they could be a good melee resist tank, especially if you got those horns. But I think the best thing with these guys is just don't spend any points on any skills at all, because you could get a mutant, you know, you could make him a bow user or whatever, and then you get a mutation that makes him one of his arms a club, so he can't use a bow anymore. You could be making him a tank, and then he gets a mutation that means he can't use a shield, and that's quite likely. You know, whatever you try and do with him, you could get a mutation that'll fuck him up. So just basically don't take any skills because you can't respec them. You can always make him a dodge tank. Yeah, you always make him a dodge tank. But if he gets really good mutations for damage dealing, then you're gonna wish that you put all your points into strength. Then, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. A lot of people say you just don't even level them up. Like, don't put any points in anything. Just like, don't put any points in anything. Don't take any skills. Just don't do anything with them. But then it's like, you know. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna not actually use the mutant at all. I'm just gonna have him as a backup or whatever. I'm gonna put my my new Marauder hero in, and I'm gonna put my my Khorne Blood Priest back in. Check this guy out, looks like a vampire. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, get my Blood Priest going again. Yeah, eventually we gotta give him some heavy armor, so he'll be even more tanky if we want to go that route. Yeah, I don't know. agility or will you pick possessed? I'll probably take one just for the feels, you know, just for the fun. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. We can't oh yeah, we can't recruit possessed yet. You have to unlock I think you get them at rank, is it rank 5 Warband that you get access to possessed? I think that might be it. But yeah, anyway, so we've got a bunch of skills on these guys that we can level up now. But as I said, I'm gonna just save all their I'm just gonna save all of my money to try to get more hired swords. I'm not gonna worry about them. We'll just send we'll send the rest of this off to one of these guys to get more stuff. More money, sorry. Henchmen, so the Dark Soul, we just get access to the Dark Soul, you don't actually get a free one. So it's only this. So yeah, when you what we're gonna try to say. Yeah, so when you do put into your main faction, you get rewards with a rank 7 Magister and a rank 7 Chaos Spawn that you can, you know, train them up and give them more skills and everything for free and without having to spend money or time. But when you do these other ones, you don't get anything for free, but you just get access to the other units. So the Dark Soul Henchmen is, we already get them, so that's a waste, you know, that's useless to us basically. The books, intelligence, agility, ballistic skill, none of those books are really books that we really care about. But yeah, the higher level one is physical grimoire. That's strength, agility, and toughness. So that's actually pretty good. That means you get like 3 extra points to spend on those physical skills if you've got the grimoires. So that's pretty good, but it's rank 5, so it's gonna be forever. And this one is mental grimoires, which we don't really care about, but strength training and alertness, strength, alertness, and accuracy training. That could be actually kind of good because the strength could let us get some of our heroes that have got 12 cap to 15, which is nice. Warp guards are actually really good henchmen, but they don't fit in with our Khorne thing. I feel like ghouls kind of do fit in with our Khorne thing in a way. I can imagine like a Khorne bone ghoul or something. But I hate ghouls anyway, so we won't be using them. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I don't really care which one. Yeah, we'll just go one of these so we get extra money. So yeah, so basically my early game strategy is to just try to have as much money available all the time in case you get a good hired sword, especially a good hired sword mutant that's got really lucky mutations. If you get a rank 7 that has like perfect mutations that you want, obviously you want to be able to buy them. And even if you get like a rank 1 or a rank 4 that's got one, like, you know, rank 1 that's got the one of the mutations that you want, or rank 4 that's got 2 of the mutations you got, like chances are the 3rd mutation you get will ruin the other 2. But at least, you know, if you already got 2 that you want, then, you know, there's a good chance there's a better chance of you maybe getting the good one in the last one. So anyway, I'm gonna also I explained at the start of my vampire, like starting a new vampire warband from zero, that this, like, my kind of survival strategy with that is to basically put all of your investment into 1 or 2 heroes and try and level those guys up and make them really strong and everything, and use all of your other guys as expendable resources. You know, don't like sacrifice them or whatever to save your more valuable guys. I tried doing that with Chaos previously, and yeah, I don't know, it was okay, but I think that what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to focus a bit more on making my into getting tanky Dark Souls. So we've got 1 already, right? Yeah, this guy's got heavy armor, 30% heavy armor. Once he gets purple heavy armor, that goes up to, I think it's 45. They have 45 base damage reduction, and plus 5 for your helmet, so you get 50% damage reduction. And you get various other stats to increase his tankiness as well. Excuse me. And yeah, having a bunch of tanky henchmen, like, what am I trying to say? So Chaos is really good at like damage, like having crazy damage dealers, but they're not like a lot of the damage dealers, they're not particularly durable, you know? So I think my strategy this time is going to be to focus more on getting tanky Dark Souls with shield, heavy armor, and axe, and using them to, not to suicide them to save my other guys, but to actually tank to save my other guys. And then kind of my eventual plan is to kind of roll around in with a ring of steel of these guys around my damage dealers, have my damage dealers in the middle ready to charge out and just obliterate stuff, and then have these guys being able to kind of go in and block entrances and back them up, you know, basically these guys are going to keep them alive. So I'm going to have 5 heavy armored shielded Dark Souls to tank to keep them alive, and then have the rest of the guys what do you call it, be like crazy damage dealers. The other thing I was thinking about doing was, I wonder if I should go 9 alertness on I'm still thinking about it, but anyway. The other thing I was thinking about doing was going for Lad's Got Talent. It requires 9 intelligence. We've already got 9 intelligence. And what that does is basically makes this guy into a hero. The only bad thing about that is that, oh, no, I won't do it on this guy, but the only bad thing about it is that it uses one of your passive slots. But yeah, I maybe wouldn't mind making like a hero version of one of these dudes, because if you look at Lad's Got Talent, yeah, it gives them, promotes them to hero, also gives them +2 initiative, +3 morale, +1 strategy points and offense points, and allows training skill masteries. So it basically gives them the same amount of red pills and blue pills as a hero. What else am I trying to say? But yeah, and it gives them 3 extra physical, mental, and martial stat points, raises their maximums by 2. Also gives them 14 skill points. So what am I trying to say? I know, so I like tanks. I guess what I'm trying to say is I like tanks. And this one of these guys as a hero could be a pretty cool hero tank, I was thinking. That's one less damage dealer that we would have, but that could be kind of cool. Immunity for mental afflictions is pretty good if for a henchman or hero. Yeah, it's super, like this is super good. Immunity to all alone, fear, and terror. But particularly the immunity to all alone makes him a really good tank. So if we can make him like a super tank, then he'll never run, you know, he'll never run. He won't care if there's like 3 dudes on him and he's by himself, whatever. He'll just never run. So yeah. But yeah, so if we were to do that, then I wouldn't take Knowledge Mordheim. So I'd have Lad's Got Talent there instead of Knowledge Mordheim. Then we wouldn't have Resilient. And then we'd have Shield Specialist, I guess. So we wouldn't have space for Awareness. If we wanted to make him a really super tank, then you might want to have Alertness for another 5% damage melee resistance, sorry. Make him harder to hit. But it's only 5%, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, we probably want to go Armor Mastery, so I'd do 12 points in Strength, 9 points in Toughness, and we could put more points in Agility if we wanted to have damage resistance, melee resistance, or just put some more points in Strength and put more points in Toughness. But yeah, I don't know, it could be kind of fun to have a champion level 1 of these guys. And then if we did that, then we could get a Brethren. Yeah, we could get a brethren. We'll slap this freaking bow out of his hand and be like, "What are you doing, fool? Get your an axe on." And yeah, brethrens can have heavy armor and heavy armor and helmets if you really want to. So give him, 9 intelligence, so he's got knowledge Mordheim, and 6 strength, so he's got heavy armor proficiency. I don't think that they get a lot of physical. I'm not sure if they get a lot of physical points, the brethren. But yeah. Also, if anyone's new to the game, there's a resource that you can use. Called Mordheim City of the Damned Character Planner, which I'll quickly showcase. I'm just about to jump off, but I'll quickly show this as well before I go. Yeah, so you've got all your different Mordheim races and classes and everything. Cult of the Possessed, so we go Brethren. So we got 50, by default you get 15 physical points. We could take a physical book, which will give you 3 more. If you want, like, make an end game build with your, like, favorite dude or whatever, if you want to spend a book on it. But yeah, so we could potentially go like 6 strength for heavy armor, or we could forego that and just go light armor. Give him 9 toughness, which is the minimum to get resilient. We recruit resist. Then we can like pump 9 into agility to give him more melee resistance. Actually, no, we won't even give him any strength. We'll just make him full melee resist. So not dodge, but melee resist. We give him. We don't need the intelligence because he doesn't have heavy armor. Put 12 into that. The rest into alertness, so we get 9 alertness. He's got this passive that's useless to us, gives him extra Overwatch, but that's whatever, it's fine. So we would give him Shield Specialist, Mastery. Oh wait up, gotta raise his weapon skill. Each point in weapon skill gives you more melee resist. So he doesn't have very high weapon skill, so he's not very good in melee resist, I guess. Yeah, he's not really going to be that good of a tank. Oh yeah, you can't give him. I forgot we can't give him mastery level because he's only a henchy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, he's not really going to be that good of a tank, is he? I was thinking you could make him some sort of like melee resist tank or something, but yeah, nah. Brethren are pretty shit. They're good archers. Ballistic skill 15, bit of agility so they can climb up and stuff. They're decent archers. They've got this bonus for Overwatch attacks, but I don't know. I don't really like them much. I don't know. Does anyone use Brethren for anything apart from archers? They not really have enough agility to be a good dodge tank. They've got heaps of crit for days. But anyway, but yeah, this you can just use this to like figure out whether a spec is going to work before you level up you guys. But yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this little intro to Chaos Warbands, and in particular, and our little Khorne themed family of miscreants. Yeah, I was quite enjoying these guys. Looking forward to seeing how their story progresses. All right, well, I better love you and leave you, as I am getting very tired. Been nearly 9.5 hours straight. But it has definitely been fun. All All right, I'll just check and see if I can chuck a host over to somebody. Obviously, no one's going to be playing Mordheim, but yeah, and if you're interested in this game, yeah, you can get more information on Steam. It's Mordheim City of the Damned, it's called. But yeah, you probably can get on special on Instant Gaming or CD keys or something like this. Just check around. Just make sure you get a Steam key, not an Epic game. Well, you know, if you're on Steam, get an Steam key. If you're on Epic, get an Epic key or whatever. Make sure you get the right key. What's total warring? Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, Lawmaster Sotek. It looks like he's playing some Chaos Dwarf action. So we'll chuck a host over to Lawmaster Sotek. All right, glorious. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Go say hi. So go say hi to Sotek for me. I will try to go to sleep so my brain can start functioning again. Catch you later, guys.